from the hangout because he was just interrupting all the time, doing his usual stuff, right? So about 5 minutes after that, Brojo came in, and then fucked off again. So they all got their pants in a twist yesterday. I say pants, I mean knickers.
Whose hangout was that?
Triggered.
Wait. Whose hangout was that? Was that live?
No, that's
okay. So anyway, welcome back. This is Pandemonium Live. See, now what has went on here is that an individual by the name of Hilarious Zulu has gone so far as to break the #1 rule, which is sniping. He has sniped my hangout. So basically, we all know where he stands now as an individual. Like if he sees anything that disagrees with his ideas, like he will censor.
Well, I didn't think he was serious when he was getting pissed off in the external chat of that other hangout.
Yeah.
You were sending gifts back and forth. Like, what the fuck? No reason.
But it doesn't really matter if he was serious or not. If he was getting upset, who cares if he gets upset? I mean,
you just leave.
Literally broke the number one rule in the great debate community. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I understand. Like, he's getting angry.
Well,
he's getting angry, but he could have just left, right? He had the option to leave the conversation. Right. He didn't have to stay.
Right.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. I mean, I was actually telling him this earlier. Like not only was he reacting to the images I was showing him in the well, not him, but like the other chat. Like he was also conversing with other people in the like the off-air hangout, and he kept saying he was getting mad. I'm all like, dude, like you shouldn't take all this stuff seriously. You should just take a break or something. Like you're just getting loud and belligerent. It's just superfluous. You don't have to do that.
Like, I understand in the moment you're getting angry. Like, I think if I were to ever have a talk with Dee, that probably happened to me, which is why I'm avoiding it like the plague. But after a while, if you're continuously getting angry, you just remove yourself from the situation.
Yeah, for sure. Don't talk to people that you're going to get triggered by. That's a #1 rule. Well, and it's hard not to. You can go in with the best of intentions sometimes, thinking that you're not going to lose your rag. And then, of course, they start trolling. And they do.
But I mean, he didn't give that much of a shit when Beckel was spamming. What was it? Jesus is great. Resurrection.
Well, of course, because that was something.
Yeah, I actually thought that was the funny part. Like I was posting the satanic imagery in the chat, and he just kept spamming. God is great. God is great. Like I thought that was funny. Like I made his inner Jesus freak come out. Like I thought that was hilarious. And no pun intended.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Wolf, what you're telling us then is Hilarious Zulu has officially become a douche waffle.
Well, I think he was always kind of a douche waffle. He was getting better at not being it, but I guess he just went back to his old ways.
That's why I feel bad, because I thought he was actually starting to come around as far as having conversations with people outside of the Cloud Car Pressy, but apparently not.
DD has rubbed off on him. I mean, these guys are actually taking their cues from DD. I mean, Brojo did, Zulu has. It's not that surprising.
Thou art guilty, Hilarious Zulu. But Hannah, you were talking about like you don't like what I do online sometimes.
Oh no, I just because the thing is I didn't even notice how much battery my phone went through, because it was I had my phone on vibrate, so it was in my jacket pocket vibrating the whole time. I didn't realize. So when I started looking at my phone, I had like 30% left, and I scrolled back up to the chat to see like what's triggering Veckel to spam so much. And it's just like you putting these goddamn satanic images, and I'm just like, God damn it, he's triggering him. And I'm already bored at the mechanic, so whatever. What can I do? I just started posting gifts back, like whatever.
I mean, it was just. I didn't expect to get removed a couple of times, but yeah, that's.
By the way, you're welcome.
Matters of free speech.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yes, thank you, Steve.
You're welcome. Well, I mean, I wasn't going to let them remove you. That was bullshit. Yeah, I mean, that was just crap.
I don't even understand how I got added to that conversation in the first place. I didn't even realize that was an off-air hangout. What was that about?
Oh, that's been a thread that's been going on for ages. That's an old hangout.
In that chat at some point in time.
I didn't even realize. Like, honestly, I get so many notifications every day. I don't pay attention to all of them. But when it's like, how many times Veckel posted the same shit over and over again? Like, I couldn't help but open it up this time around.
Yeah, I think that was an old hangout of Onyx 2K.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't.
But it's kind of like kept going, so it's kind of like the one place everybody can go and
Spam.
have communal thing. Yeah.
But what was the hangout about yesterday, Simos? You there? Who was in that off air yesterday?
What was the off air? Like, did someone like make the off air? Like, who was it?
That's what I want to know. I have no idea. Which is, I heard Simos talking about it when I joined the room.
Oh. Hey, Simon, you there?
No, he's AFK. Whatever. Honestly, I'm really getting sick of the GDC filled with these fucking presuppositionalists. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind if they want to run that argument. It's just I don't like the DD version of presup because it just shuts down any conversation. You don't even have to be talking about presup and it brings up.
How do you think I feel? I went 3 rounds with DD trying to drill into his head like that basic beliefs aren't something that had to be tantamount to like being arbitrary. That's just ridiculous.
Who cares about DD? I care about Antonio and Brojo and fucking everybody else who's deciding to, drag on his nuts. Because then they're starting to mimic him. I'm literally picking up my cousin from school and I'm like, listen, I can teach you an argument right now. Would you like to see how fast you can learn it?
Did you see the latest video?
From who?
Darwin's Greatest Hits.
I got a notification for one. I don't know if I watched it. Is that he rage quit or something?
We could actually, I believe so. Like we'll let's see if yeah, I think I got it up here.
Yeah, so just play it, whatever.
Why is that? Because it's a claim.
We can't hear it, Wolf, if you're playing, or barely.
Universal state of affairs.
Hang on, let me.
Is it Darth Dawkins versus Nalius?
Who's that guy? Who's Nalius? Whatever his name is.
No clue.
I think he calls him Chris or whatever.
I don't know who that is. Anyway, turn up the volume. Or put your microphone next to your speakers or something.
All right. Sounds, volume control options. Select. Speakers, okay. Ah, fuck. I didn't mean to do that.
But to say the laws of logic are self-evident is ridiculous.
Why is that?
Because it's a claim that of the nature of a universal state of affairs. How can you possibly know that? Why?
So,
you believe it?
right, no, because so you're asking, and I think Jimmy pointed this out yesterday, you're asking specifically, how do I corroborate my epistemology with
How
decent
do you
ontology?
know that the law of non-contradiction holds at all times and all places?
But I think the question could be reformulated to how do you corroborate your epistemology with a
How
decent
do you
ontology?
know that the law of non-contradiction holds at all times and all places?
Again, because time and space are not conceptions of reality. You could say they're conceptions of consciousness. So
How do you know
That sounds like a Kant argument.
contradiction?
He can't understand. Get it? He can't understand.
I know. Like he keeps repeating the same question ad nauseum. Like what? How does that lend credibility to what he's doing?
But this is why I can't. I'm just when I have a conversation with someone, I'm way too charitable. And if I were to ever just be like, you know what? Clearly, you're not interested in conversation. What the fuck do you want, dude? I just can't. I've got no time.
I was answering the question.
Okay, yeah.
Oh fuck, Al, it's Brojo.
Do you see my point, bro, Joe?
No, I don't think he does.
Okay, one more time. How do you know that it is the case?
Well, are you
The law of
gonna let
non-contradiction holds at all times and all places?
Are you going to let me answer?
Yeah, we're gonna let you answer, Chris. Just go ahead and answer, because the more you do that, you're not answering. So go ahead.
Okay, so on a Kantian view, the idea is time and space
Because I
are
was Kant.
literally things that
I'm not
actually
interested in
exist.
Kantian ideas. I would like a straightforward, clearly worded, non-obfuscatory response.
Okay.
How do you know the law of non-contradiction holds at all times?
I was going to give you my view on it, but
I don't care about Kant. I'm asking you. How do you know?
I know. I just said I'm going to give you my view on it. bought from Kant.
If you start to give your pseudo intellectual
I mean, this isn't projection at all. Like this, he knows.
I mean,
Like,
it's just an oddly worded question. Like it's so that's just so weird. Like I would have to ask him. So what do you mean by? He's essentially asking to justify the laws of logic. At that point, it's not necessarily self-evident. Not every like there's certain basic properly basic principles that are not self-evident, but there are more than enough to justify having them as properly basic beliefs. So by him just asking such a broad, unreasonable question is ridiculous. It's like, when did you stop beating your wife, kind of thing. Like what?
I haven't. She still deserves it.
You're going to be ejected.
Yeah, Chris, try to be quicker.
You see, Chris, you're not
Try to be quicker.
What pisses me off, because you know what you're like. Here's what you're like. You're like a teenager dealing with a parent, and the parent asks you a very simple, straightforward question, and you're not giving an honest answer. I'm stupid. I raised the number of children. Yeah.
How'd they turn out?
Okay, they're fine. So
I feel bad for any. Hold on. I feel bad for any individual who shares like a close gene pool with this person.
That's funny.
Like I seriously pity anyone who has to deal with that burden.
I mean, the guy's considered to be the most reprehensible person in the entire fucking community. He got ran off of Pal Talk for the same shit. I mean, this guy is a fucking clown.
It's fucking hilarious, though. He's just like, he's so angry, and all of a sudden it's like, they turn out, he's like, they're fine. Like, he's just so solid.
Okay.
Like, he thought about it for a good half second, was like, they're probably fucked up, but no, they're fine.
very simple question. I don't want your little pseudo-intellectual philosophical lecture. Answer the simple question. How do you know that the law...
Wait, pause that.
It's pseudo-intellectual.
Pseudo-intellectual philosophical answer. What kind of conversation are we having then?
TT knows. He doesn't know that.
I just want to know why he keeps bringing me into the conversation.
Oh, fuck. I've not watched this yet, by the way. I've been meaning to. I forgot.
And space are constructions of consciousness. So if I know something that is inherent to my consciousness...
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Oh, from an analysis of...
These guys have got to learn to tell him to go eat raw spaghetti, and he'll take off.
Oh God, he'd be the type to say that's delicious. Don't.
No. He gets mad at it and then leaves.
He gets mad when you tell him to go eat raw spaghetti?
He got into a hangout with a couple of kids playing Minecraft and started this pre-sup on them. And one of them tells him to go eat raw spaghetti, and then he snipes them out of their own hangout.
Well, that was after. Hold on, that was after they destroyed his argument.
Yes, that's right. An 8-year-old and a 10 or 12-year-old destroyed his pre-sup argument and told him to go eat raw spaghetti.
I can't breathe.
No, it was actually pretty good. It was pretty decent.
Oh my God.
That's how you know your argument sucks, is when an 8-year-old can defeat you.
I need a link.
You haven't seen that?
I'll get a link. Hannah, breathe. I'll get a link.
He started going after kids on Minecraft.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did.
We don't know how he got the link. That's the funny thing.
It was weird.
He just walked in the room. He just went in the room and said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Hey kids, you want to talk about the uniformity of nature? They're like, who the fuck is this guy? And this kid, he was 8 years old. He's like, go eat raw spaghetti, bitch.
It was even worse. It was even worse because he went in and went, "So you guys atheists, are you?"
Like what?
They're playing Minecraft. They're playing Minecraft.
Perfect example of a predator. He goes, he's like, he comes up to kids playing Minecraft. He's like, "Hey kids, do you want to talk about the uniformity of nature?"
No, but you guys need to listen to the rest of this.
Okay, sorry.
Who's the guy who used to do that to catch a pervert show?
Catch a Predator.
Chris Hansen. Chris
Yeah.
Hansen.
Can you imagine Chris Hansen coming up to him and saying, "So excuse me, you came into the guy's hangout to argue pre-sup with these kids?
Take a seat. Just take a seat.
Yeah, just take a seat over there for a moment. And they destroyed your argument? Officer, arrest him."
Oh my god. Okay, sorry, Wolf. Go ahead.
Links in the side, Hannah.
Yeah, I got it.
I wouldn't say necessarily that it's only a mental phenomenon. It's
Chris, answer the damn.
What did I just say? Was my
Yeah.
answer?
I got a drink. Hang on a sec, Wolf.
Space is not,
Hmm.
or is only mental phenomenon.
Oh, Simon played the drinking game.
I mean,
Oh
this,
god, he's gonna play the drinking game.
this Chris thing. This Chris thing. I mean, he sounds like a right troll already. He's already tried to be reasonable. He's tried to be polite. He's tried to be patient. Come on, man.
Okay, finish the video. I'm gonna fucking pee myself. Go ahead.
Hey, Chris, how do you know that the law of non-action involves at all times, in all places?
Different question now. Okay. I've already explained that in some sense, but
Okay, Brojo, put him out of the room.
He's a troll. He's a fucking troll. I told you. I knew it. I knew it.
Every time we converse with him, it is the same BS all the time.
Oh, God.
All we're getting is this pseudo-intellectual Palazzo speak, and he thinks he knows a lot about it. 17-year-old kid, and he refuses to answer simple questions. He thinks by being verbose, he's offering response and having dialogue. You're not having dialogue at all. You're not answering my question.
I can't actually find the chat. Tell me if you have to, because I can't find the chat where he's in. Chris, why don't
He's actually trying to snipe him.
Yeah. Brojo is a sad little sycophant.
He's like 12. Fuck him.
Yeah. Go the fuck up.
Yeah, he just follows DD around all the time.
how do you go that the law of non-contradiction holds?
You will not answer the question straightforward. You won't do it.
Chris, why don't go ahead, Dan?
Answer the question. I mean,
I'll put a timer on it. 2 minutes.
He's gonna put a timer.
one law of non-contradiction, how it holds in all times and all places. Oh, how I know that?
How has that been answered? How do you ascertain that?
That's a different question.
Completely different questions, but I would say,
Oh.
well,
Yeah. He points that out. He points that out.
oh, it is because I intuit that I know. It's an basic intuition of my mind, the basic mental state.
Okay, so you don't know. You don't know.
Of course, I do know that.
No, you don't know. You believe it.
What? How is that not knowledge? How is that not justified?
How is it? How is can intuition be wrong?
Can intuition be what?
Can intuition be wrong?
That's not the type of intuition like oh, I got a lump on my testicles, I might have cancer. That's not the kind of intuition we're talking about. Is 2 + 2? What's 2 + 2 for? Wolf.
2 + 2 = 4. You know.
Pseudo, what's 2 + 2?
4.
Steve.
Don't ask Simon this because he's just going to screw it up.
4.0.
Yeah, and we all know mathematical and logical truths to be.
yeah, 2
They're
+
just,
2
they're
is
just,
fine.
they're just
Analytically defined.
Oh, come on, Simon, play along.
Exactly.
Come on.
Give the lady a prize. She said it. Self-evident. There we go.
Yeah, but there's no situation in which 2 + 2 does not equal 4. Like,
Well, that's why you take it
it's
as
like if
facts.
Socrates is a man and all men are mortal, then Socrates is mortal, right? Like it's the same.
Right.
It just is true
Darwin
by the
doesn't
nature
like
of the
proof
situation
facts.
given.
Darwin doesn't like self-evidence. A self-evident thing. It doesn't like them, and that's his own issue, right? But if someone wants to accept these things axiomatically as being self-evident, which are a brute fact,
No,
then so what?
Yeah, exactly. But let's hear the rest of the video.
Okay, good. Then how is it the case that this intuition is correct?
Oh, it corroborates with my ontology that it is. There are basic
All you're
intuitions
giving
of the mind.
Chris.
Stop trolling, Chris. Come on, Chris. Stop trolling.
I love this. I love this.
Do it again.
I love this the first time it came out. I loved it.
Ontology that it is. There are basic
All you're
intuitions
giving
of the mind.
Chris. You're hear why I'm getting pissed off you? It corroborates your anthology.
I hear that you're getting pissed off.
Chris, all you're just giving us is you're being wordy. All you're simply saying is my belief corresponds with my beliefs.
Oh yeah, that's fucking.
Oh, it corresponds with my ontology. Who the hell do you think you're fooling?
What?
All you're simply saying is you have a belief.
Right. That it
Coheres with other things that you believe. So what?
Yeah, I'm not laughing at you.
Okay, I mean, seriously, Chris.
I'm not laughing at you, but I'm totally laughing at you. Yeah.
Yeah. Drink.
I'm not.
Yes,
You think I'm stupid?
Yeah. Oh, Chris.
I do now.
Come on. That clock timer, right? They said to Chris, "Look, we'll give you 2 minutes."
Yeah. I would not trust Rojo.
They hang on a sec. They interrupted him right when the timer was down to 1:34 to go. 6 seconds. Having said, "I'll give you a timer of 2 minutes," they actually interrupted him at 26 seconds. Fuck.
Yeah, I would not trust Brojo as a moderator. But then again, I wouldn't trust Brojo by virtue of him being in the room and due to him being a sniping.
Yeah, I think if you got to have a lot of faith if you're going to trust these kind of Christians.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've had nothing but like deleted comments, kicked from Hangouts, all of that stuff. I mean, they're ones.
Right.
And yeah, so I mean, I expect that, to be perfectly honest, with those guys particularly. Right? Just like it used to be with G-Man. You go in G-Man's Hangout and you go, "Oh, G-Man, I'm an atheist." Damn, I said the wrong thing.
No. Simon, stop for a minute. Hang on. Mute your mic. He's gonna say something funny.
Okay, well, Chris, you got to explain that to me. You said it's a universal law applies because
It coheres with my ontology.
Okay, said it like
No,
that.
what you're saying is,
Why are you acting like a champ?
my belief.
I don't think
It coheres with my ontology.
Okay, said it like
No, what
that.
you're saying is,
Why are you acting like a champ?
my belief.
I don't think so
corresponds with
either.
my beliefs.
What a
much.
jackass.
Why are you acting like a child?
No, I'm getting irritated.
You're acting like a child.
Every time I converse with you, every time
Yeah, hold up.
you behave like
Yes.
an ass.
Hold up. Let me give
No, I don't.
Hold up.
I don't behave like an ass. You said I do it very politely.
I'm done. Listen, if you want to put up with this crap, every conversation I've had with Chris, it ends up the same way.
You say I behave like an ass, but
What a drama. What an idiot.
Yeah. Well, he makes
That guy has some serious social issues. Like,
he makes a really good point at the end there, DD, which is every time he has a conversation with Chris, it always does end up the same way. The problem is it's not just Chris, it's everybody else. They always end up the same way, no matter who he's talking to. And I think that should say something less about Chris and more about DD. So he makes a good point anyway. His conversations do always end up the same way.
Yep. But that was funny. You know you've lost when the young guy is more mature than the guy who's supposed to like have all wisdom in his worldview.
So real quick, Hilarious is saying that he had to snipe your hangout, and I'm like, he's just lost. So I'm gonna tell you right now. I mean, he can come into my hangouts where they're non-snipeable, but any snipeable hangout, I'm not taking the chance because I don't always run through OBS or XSplit.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So
someone's a proven sniper, then yeah.
And I think Hannah, I think you said the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's.
He's done it
Like,
to me
he's
before.
he's pissing me off now. Now he's like, you made me snipe you. You made me. Nobody made you snipe. You didn't like what was being said in the external chat. You had every opportunity to leave. You didn't, right? So who then magically like put your hand over the fucking trigger and made you snipe a hangout? No, just own it. And now he may be an asshole, but now you're a sniper and you're not going to be invited to hangouts where people know that you've done that. Like, I'm going to let people know. Because I think that's a community service to let people know, hey, this guy has no problem sniping people. if that's the case, like, I don't know who's gonna decide to invite him to stuff. I don't really care, but everybody's gonna know it.
Well, here's the thing now that he sniped live, you were live, right?
Yeah, it was a live hangout, and he sniped
Yeah,
everybody.
so now that he sniped a live area hangout, I have to remove him from the Great Debate community. I have no choice. I mean, he broke one of the rules of the Great Debate community that's actually listed in the rules.
Yeah, you don't snipe, dude. You did wrong.
Oh my god, he's just
Sucks.
fucking.
He kept making sexual joke. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, that sexual joke line that was in response to him arguing with a woman by the name of JJ, aka African Goddess. Yeah, he was losing his shit in a hangout that I was in with him earlier, where we were posting satanic imagery in another chat, and apparently as a result of that, he got so angry at the internet that he decided to ruin the conversation for other people. That was his way of getting even. That was his way of winning. Well, Zulu, that is not how you win. You win by bringing arguments to the table, not getting emotional and trying to disrupt the conversation for everyone else. You do that, you become no better than a crazy SJW or a right-wing lunatic. So that's just how it is.
And and anybody else that does that is around you or is influencing you to do that, don't listen to them anymore, because you won't get to any hangouts after a while. Just like Brojo don't get invited to hangouts no more, just like DD don't get invited to hangouts ever.
Yeah, like, oh my god, I'm blaspheming God. The fuck?
I mean, remember MKs, right? That started going on in MKs, and then MKs, just destroyed the hangout completely.
Yeah. Like, African Goddess posted a GIF of like someone, like Roman soldiers raping Jesus on the cross. I didn't post anything like that. I'm just,
Can you
just
share
funny
that?
stuff. That one?
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
drop
I
it in the
can find
sidebar
it.
there.
I'll find it.
I want to see how this is possible.
Yeah, I want to see if they use.
Well, he's
Mel
on the
Gibson's-
cross. So how are the
Oh,
treating
yeah,
Roman
yeah, they
soldiers
just-
doing it? That's what
I
I want
don't-
to see.
I don't know. Let me screen share. Hold on. Yeah, Wolf, can you find it, or do you want me to?
No, just put a link to it or whatever in the sidebar.
Yeah, hold on.
You find it. I'm
I've got a
loading
few
up.
windows open. Hold on.
You find it. I'm making it.
I got it. But I didn't see him say a damn thing about that. I'm posting like funny gifs with like people imitating Jesus or whatever. Nothing too.
Well, that's
bad.
because you're imitating Jesus.
Right,
See, when Jesus was being raped by those two Roman soldiers on the cross, he was suffering for your sins. But your stuff, you're just imitating and you're mocking. You're thinking you are Jesus.
Whatever. I'm screen sharing it because it's not letting me post the link.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a backflip now.
He says our
That's the
community
one.
is toxic, and yet we were the one that actually brought him, took him in, and
By the way, that's the one.
while his brothers were treating him like shit.
You see it?
That brings like a new concept, a new idea of being nailed to the cross.
But you see, I didn't post that. That's somebody else, right?
Yeah.
But no shit. Look, see, I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh, and that's Veckel doing that.
Yeah, Veckel spamming, and here, like, see, perfectly pleasant. This is a good. That meme was pretty good. I know.
Go back to the Veckel spam there.
The worst I was doing was posting.
I would like just to point out to everybody who is watching, because I know this is a Wolf Hangout. This is what's known as Christian eye bleach. When Veckel does something like this, they've seen something they don't want to see or should not see, so they figure if they do this enough, that will wash it from their eyes, like eye bleach.
He's claiming I bash Christians. How?
Look, see, these are the Jesus gifts I was.
Oh, come on, those are the funny ones.
How
just funny?
Top ones from The Simpsons. Come on,
guys. How dishonest?
This one was good.
Seriously,
this one was good. This is what I found. It was funny.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
can, Steve. We're just more annoyed by what Veckel's doing.
Well, Veckel stopped doing that a while ago. I'm a little annoyed. I mean, this guy's claiming that I'm bashing Christians.
Yeah.
Seriously, what the fuck?
You don't bash Christians.
Dude, look at this one.
Well, not physically.
Passive aggression. The passive aggressive of Christ.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's just like it's funny. It's a good taste. It's not terrible.
Go back to the missing one there.
I mean, the worst I was doing was posting kitten.
Okay, reward if found missing 2,000 years ago.
Keep going up. Keep going up.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let him finish reading it. You got it?
His description should have been more vague.
Yeah, but look, this was a good one. That was funny. This one was funny.
Now giving his ass.
See, Beckles, but see, this is the worst. That one is the worst one I posted out of all the ones. This one on the right.
What, Jesus Christ is my nigga?
Yeah, that's the worst one. Literally, that's as rated R as I
That's funny.
got.
That is a funny song though.
Let's see, passive aggressive. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Has Vettel become a Muslim?
No,
What's all
he's
this
just.
got his great stuff.
I don't know. Oh, this one was a good one from that cheesy Black Jesus. Jesus TV show.
When Beckel's doing that, Simon, that's his Christian eye bleach.
Hold on. Don't mind all the tabs. The tabs you.
I think Vettel's a little confused.
Hannah, how many tabs do you have?
Don't worry about the tabs. Just
that's all porn, isn't it?
Yeah, clearly. Now this one was a funny one.
Damn, you do have a lot of tabs open.
I do have a lot of tabs. I know. This is like one of the funniest
I
gifts
had water polo lessons.
Do you know how mad your mother would be if she knew you're out here doing gangsta shit instead of water polo lessons? See, like purely good shit. Nothing crazy. He's just going out of control. Like he just gets mad at stupid shit. Whatever. I'm stop sharing.
See
Yeah,
that multicolored cross, that was awesome. That multicolored cross, that was awesome. I was just posting kittens with inverted crosses on their foreheads.
Oh my God, Wolf. Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to throw up. Hang on a minute. Oh, did you say kittens with upside down crosses? Oh,
yeah.
Excuse me.
You're a vile person, Wolf.
Oh yeah, I know.
You are worse than Hitler.
I'm deplorable.
I mean, Hitler never tortured kittens.
Oh my God! Well, you have religiously
come on,
offended
Wolf.
my
Hitler
God,
was an
so
animal
you brought
lover.
the anger out of me. No damn respect. It's not all worth all the stress and headaches.
What'd you say, Hannah?
No, I'm reading what Zulu wrote. Well, you have religiously offended my God, so you brought the anger out of me. Winky smiley face. No damn respect. It's not worth all the stress and headaches. You chose to stay. What? Like I don't. Whatever. God, he's such a man child. Oh no, he's like 16. Never mind.
Such a child. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, it kind of amazes me how they think that God can't defend himself against these kind of accusations.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's
Well,
just.
me.
Go ahead.
Abby says it wasn't a live hangout, but it was live because I just saw the video posters.
Yeah, it was live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I don't think I think I'm gonna take a break on him for a long while. Yeah, it's I mean, if he's gonna do immature shit like that, I'm just not even gonna acknowledge him in a discussion like that. Anyway,
wait, you didn't delete the video, did you?
Oh, it's still
I'm about to delete it.
Don't delete it yet, will you? Don't delete it.
Okay, I won't delete it.
It doesn't even matter. You have confirmation from everybody who was there that it was
Well, I wanna
live.
show 'em
Hangout.
that-
Like we had just gone live, like 60 seconds, and he's had to snipe everybody.
I'm about to play another video. Dave Dobbenmeyer says America needs more violent Christianity.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
Remember about a year ago, maybe it's a little bit longer now. I was listening to Michael Savage, the Savage Nation. He's not saved. He's not even close to saved. But Savage, a lot of times, will go to the scriptures and read the scriptures. I think he's a non-practicing Jew, and but he'll read. He's smart enough to go to the Bible because of the wisdom that's in the Bible. And I'll never forget what he said. It just kind of, again, one of those arrows hit me right in the face. He said this: the only thing that's going to save America is.
I think that'd be funny to actually see him get shot with an arrow to the face, like right up in the nose, maybe.
The more militant Christianity. Wow. From the days of John the Baptist till now, the kingdom of God suffered violent, and violent men take it by force. And as much as listen, fellas, as much as we don't like it, Bible's full of violence, full of it. It's just full of it. The thing that separates the Bible from everything else is that the Bible teaches violence as a last resort. But it does teach us that there's a time for violence. There's a time for war. There is a time for war. And you look at all the crap that that the disciples went through. And you look at all the crap that's going on around America, around the world, even today, the violence against Christianity. And the only thing that's going to save, Christianity is not going to save. The only thing that's going to save Western civilization is a more aggressive, as Savage said, more violent Christianity. I don't know if you saw this or not.
This is a crazy dude. This is the face of a mentally disturbed person.
Oh yeah. He goes home and he puts on his Warrior of God pajamas and lays down and goes to sleep.
Like, look at his face. Looks like he needs to take an angry shit.
No, he is taking an angry shit.
He is an angry shit.
He is the angry shit. He's embraced it.
Hashtag David Dollarmeyer, an angry piece of shit.
Media is going crazy over this. Trump walking in the authority as president of the United States, as the man who's large and in charge, as the man who's paying all the bills against those little wants. Now, I want you to watch. They call for the press conference. You ought to watch the Young Turks and what they said. You ought to watch Maddow and what they said, how he's not presidential.
Pause it for a moment, Wolf.
I want you to...
Does this guy not realize that nobody watches the Young Turks?
Mm.
They're not news, they're opinions. So what does it matter what the Young Turks say or do? Their opinions. It's their opinions.
They went downhill. I used to watch them just because it was quick. It was a quick little snippets of videos, right, of news. So it was easy to watch.
Even Hannah, when I first found them, I never liked what they said. I found them to be very boring.
They just injected their opinion way too much, and it was just like, listen, I don't really care now. I just tell me the facts really quickly so I can move on, right? Like, because I didn't use Twitter or anything. I don't like using social media for my news, but I'm constantly working, so I can't sit down and read a newspaper or anything. So they were convenient back then, but now it's just obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even watch them anymore. I'm more into secular talk, drunken peasants, that sort of thing.
Trump walks up and he is going to grab one of these leaders, the leader of NATO, I think is the guy. Trump grabs him
by the pussy,
pushes him back. Trump walks in front of him, walking in authority, not acting very presidential. See, they want us to be like Obama and bend over and let them have us, right? That's what they want us to do. Watch Trump walk in authority here, and the news goes nuts. Go ahead, Jared.
I'm getting a weird vibe, like, of Trump love from this guy.
What the fuck is Zulu sharing? He just proved that he sniped.
Okay, 1 sec. I can't see the screen because the cat's laying in front of the monitor. Get out.
He just posted something that disproves that he added you once.
He added you to the live hangout. Come on. And then he immediately snipes me after he adds Brenda. What the fuck? Stupid. Like, his logic is so fucked.
Well, sorry, I'm gonna say it. He's a Seventh-day Adventist. They're a cult.
Yeah,
we don't need to have a hangout about it.
He's not thinking this. He's not thinking this through.
Thinking is not a strong point in that part of the community.
What, thinking things through?
Yeah, I mean, that's not high on the list, you know.
He's so dumb. I'm sorry, it's getting so bad.
There is
I don't know why he's panicking.
His own post only shows him adding him once.
Right, like he didn't leave the conversation and then Wolf added him back or something. He just was added to the combo. He said, "Stop adding me," and Wolf started adding other people like me and Brenda and whatever. And then he just snipes me. Like a fucking idiot. Like, I don't understand. Like, none of that makes sense. Hold on. Like, look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. What?
think I might know, and I think he might fancy.
Can I give? Hang on. Can I give the link to Black Pack?
Wait, what was that?
Oh, Black Pack wants in. He's cool.
Hannah, reduce the width of that if you can,
Yeah. It's cool.
because it goes way off screen.
That's really weird. It shouldn't be doing that. Hold on. I'll just let me know when it's a good.
There, that's good.
That's good. All right.
Yeah.
I just think it's the equivalent of like putting a girl's pigtails in the schoolyard. That's what he's doing there to you, Hannah.
But you know when someone is so just like obnoxiously, obviously dumb. Yeah, like it's fine if he made a mistake or whatever, or he got pissed off and whatever. Just own up to it. Yeah, I sniped you. What are you gonna do about it? You know, fight me. Okay, whatever. That's what he's doing. But he's like, oh, you guys made me do it. You made me pull the trigger. I have no control over my own fingers. Fucking moron.
God made me do it.
God made me do it.
What's the point?
There's no free will. It's predeterminism. It's God's plan.
What hangout was this that he? What hangout is this that he's posting now?
I don't know.
Dude, what the fuck? Like,
different hangouts.
Has he been?
There's different. There's hangouts that I'm not in, so I don't get to see all this stuff.
Has he been stalking my calls? What the fuck is this?
I did. That's what I'm saying. Like, it says that you added Zulu and myself. What hangout is that? That's not this one, right? No.
No.
Yeah, I don't see that notification. So that you didn't add me. You didn't add me today to that one, whichever one he's posting right now. Because I don't have a notification for it because I didn't look at this. So that's from days ago. That's from days ago.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Wow, this is what cults do to you, man.
Zulu, dude, you are fucking up royal today, man.
I listen.
Yeah, but Steve, this is also what happens when you don't get out of high school.
I mean, he said he was in college, but dude, you really gotta just chill out and hit the books a little harder. Because goddamn, man, you're just being real. You're just not. There's all this asinine behavior. What you're doing right now, man, it's just not professional.
What do you mean? What do you?
It's anti-intellectual.
Stupid. How are you this dumb? I'm sorry. One of the things that really pisses me off is when people don't take responsibility for doing stupid shit. You did something stupid. Big whoop. Own up to it. God, fucking man. I almost want to slap his mother. Like, just Oh
man. This is basically the equivalent of a tar and feathering for Zulu.
Well, yeah.
Did you add Black Pack to this hangout?
What?
Did you add what's his name? Black Pack?
Steve.
I tried to, but I could. I'm trying to right now. One sec. For some reason, I don't have a conversation with him going. Let me see if I can get one going with him. Oh, you know, I could do it manually.
Yeah, just do it that way. It's fine because he wants to talk about it. There's really nothing to talk about. He just proved to everybody that he sniped a hangout like an idiot.
He's proved himself. Oh dear, you see what I mean? He's definitely clown car posse material for sure.
He absolutely is.
I mean, it's like the only people are like G-Man doxing himself, right? Or you know what I mean? It's one of those. It's just that ridiculous. Or MK's bottle admission. I mean, why do these Christians do this?
I don't want to say it's these Christians. I just think he's Zulu's.
Well, okay, arcane, right? Like supplying, getting into an argument, then supplying his evidence, only to find out the evidence he supplied contradicted his argument.
Why do they do that?
Oh God, Brojo's now keeping up with the convo. He's gonna add some fucking brilliant 2 cents. I guarantee you. I'm gonna tell him to fucking shove it up his ass.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just really irritated today. I had to pay like fucking $400 for fucking car repair I don't even want. But whatever.
Oh. Okay, I'm reading what Steve just put up on G+ about Zulu being removed now from the Great Debate.
Yeah, he has to tell everybody now because
Zulu.
Zulu.
That's fine. It's one of the comments left below. I'll let everyone go read it if they want later, but I'm just going to read it aloud. It says, "That's not even funny, let alone hilarious." And it's spelled hilarious way Zulu spells it.
What? Why? Why? What do you mean that's not even hilarious? You sniped a live hangout. Why?
No, not let alone hilarious. So it's not
let
funny.
alone hilarious.
Yeah. Right.
I thought that was
no, it's
defending hilarious.
It's a play on words.
Bitch.
It's a pun.
Please, bitch.
Yeah.
It's a pun.
Let's see. Where's the GDC at? Somewhere over here.
Oh, it's all good. And G-Man gets accepted back. I'm sure that this guy, whoever it is, hilarious, will get accepted back once he's paid his dues to the community. Said he's sorry for sniping, like whoever else it was.
Oh, did you see? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, there's on my feed, Matthew Ecclesiastes apparently took a snippet of JD Kane's hangout and something. A moment of stupidity, atheist moment of stupidity.
Nice. I mean, good luck. Good luck to him. That's what I say. We've got enough snippets of them being twats.
Oh God, I'll openly admit I get things wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a G-Man. It's a G-Man.
Oh, there you are, Bruce.
Although I must.
I didn't see your icon down there because Hannah has all this crap on her screen.
Hey, Wolf, can I get?
On the screen. Fuck up.
Hey, Wolf, can I get the internal link because he Blackpack's on a phone, so he has to get the internal. I can't use the URL one for him. Just post it in the group chat, and I'll give it to him. Even though I added him, it doesn't seem to work for him.
Nice.
He has to click the link, I think. Wolf,
You should be able to see the G Plus chat if you can send it to him on that, and then you can just click that and it'll take him straight to it. And if you add it, it should call it unless he's got notifications turned off. It's if you have everything turned off that you need to give someone the URL.
Fucking Christ, man. Fucking. Oh, I wouldn't have done like.
So I was just wondering if that was the sequel to The Passion of the Christ.
Wondering. Oh God, hold on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we've all been kicked from these, like, Antonio's or Ronnie's or G-Man's hangout, right? We've all had it for just opening our mouths. So you kind of expect it after a while. That's all I'd say. I expect it. Otherwise they'd be sitting down and having more decent arguments. But as it is, within 5 seconds, DD is going to be go and justify the laws of logic. So he's going to ask the question. It's just, just ridiculous. But yeah, don't know, the trolling that they do. Yeah, I don't know. It shows them up to be the people they are, right?
Well, I think you can't just say it's on one side. That there are people on all sides of this debate that do shitty things and can sometimes be particularly unpleasant. I admit, DD is special, very special. So I actually think he's got a true talent for what he does. Pissing people off, not making a good argument. And I think that's part of his game plan.
Well, I would say yes to that, Gus, but he's stupid. So what happens is he gets pissed off himself. Right? Yeah. If you're ultra calm to him, he just gets pissed off. So I don't think he actually thinks that far ahead.
Oh, no.
Like, go, this argument's really going to annoy them. I'm going to really annoy them with this, because he's not good at doing that.
Well, I will say thank you to DD, because I'm actually currently reading some of the works of St. Augustine, and it was St. Augustine that was kind of like the inspiration, for want of a better word, for Van Til.
Right.
So I'm going back to the source, and I'm working my way forward.
I'd love I'd love to say something positive about that, but I can't. So I won't say anything at all.
It's actually quite interesting. I don't mind reading about theology. You know, one of the best things I ever sat down and read was when I was in my early 20s. I went through the Mahabharata and the Rig Veda. And that was really, obviously, translation, so I don't know how close to the source they are. But, you know, that whole kind of theology kind of fascinates me as well.
Yeah. I wish they'd learned something from going through it, though, these guys, you know?
But you know, if you have beliefs and you get things that challenge some very firmly held beliefs, it's scary. And I think part of what they react to is fear. Because what they want is cast iron 110% proof. They don't accept what faith actually is. A part of faith is not being 100% sure. You could be wrong. So,
More than that, Druss, you are wrong. But anyway, that's another story.
that's the opinion, and I respect your opinion. I don't expect people to believe what I think. I don't need to proselytize, and I'm not here to do that.
Your ontology, yeah.
I'm just here to basically argue for archaeology and science in general and learn something.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
well. I mean, all it does is limit their access to different hangouts, obviously, and that's just something that they have to deal with. And you know, obviously, Zulu is going to be, you know, hanging out with DD and those guys. He's going to pick up the bad habits. So it is what it is. But you know, it's funny. These guys treat him like shit. These guys think that he's, you know, not even Christian. So that's his choice. So he's decided to side with them, which is fine. I mean, he wants to be a Cloud Car Posse member. We can't stop him. But once you can reach out to somebody so often and they keep biting your fingers, it's time to say, you know what, I want to keep the digits I have left. You know, there's nothing else I can do for him.
If he has gone back after the way they treated him, I actually feel quite sorry for him.
He will. He will. You know he will.
I hope he has more self-respect than that, because
no, he will. Hey, Blackpack. You got in. You managed. You figured it out.
What's up, man? What's
hey.
up?
You know, when you're
So we're talking about current events. I think we all need to address the elephant in the room here. Were all of you satisfied, or at least all of you that are aware, were you satisfied with Samurai Jack's ending? And
I did not watch that yet. Like I'm waiting.
I haven't seen it.
Oh damn!
Well, why are you always spoiling things?
Spoiler alert.
Well, that's spoiling.
The Satanist. That's why.
Pandemonium.
Yep.
I didn't watch the ending of Samurai Jack, but I did hear that Jack and Ashi got married, and then Ashi died in the end. And what really
well, now you just ruined the whole season for me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, no one talk about Morton Ricky because Steve hasn't seen it.
I'm up to season 2, and I haven't started season 3 yet.
No, season 3 actually, at least the beginning episode was aired. Apparently, Rick made the government.
I haven't seen it yet. What the fuck?
Why do you spoil things?
Yeah, don't tell me.
You're like a sick, twisted child here who gets the thrill out of wrecking good things for people.
Don't make me snipe you, Wolf.
Sorry, I was on the phone.
Well, okay, fine. I'll say this. I'm not spoiling anything, but I'll say this. Rick has a fixation on Szechuan teriyaki dipping sauce, the one that's in that Mulan movie.
Well, there goes watching the whole season now, doesn't it?
Yeah, you dick.
That was probably like the prime joke that runs the entire season.
Well, it was just episode 1.
I'm actually going to. I've
seen it yet.
Well, I took off my headphones. As soon as he said, I don't trust Wolf. I didn't hear what he said. I literally did take off my headphones.
Good.
But I'm going to wait till actually season 3 is like a lot more into it before I start watching it. I like to binge watch if I can. But you know, I didn't realize that Rick and Morty had
goes
been out
along
so
with the binge drinking.
Of course, yeah, you got to be a binge drinker as well. But I didn't realize that the last episode from season 2 was like literally in 2015, and when the ending, was when they're saying, it's going to be like a year and a half before the next one comes out. They really meant a year and a half, didn't they?
They really did.
Why would it be
really
a year and
did.
a half to make an animated show?
I don't know. But did. It took a year and a half.
Well, they were doing other things too. They were making games and all that. So much money. I can do that.
Money doesn't buy you happiness, but at least it's better to be sad and rich. If you're going to be sad, be rich.
Oh no! You see, I would like to apply for graduate school, so I'm looking at all these scholarships and going, ah, nummy, money, free money, yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't. I was on the phone with G-Man, so I didn't hear. But what was going on with Blackpack? What?
Nothing. I'm good. I'm here. I'm queer, and I'm fabulous.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
So, Hannah, what movie are you going to go see with G-Man?
Oh no, he's I'm modifying an Xbox for him, so he's just checking up on it.
Oh, okay.
You should go watch that Alien movie. It's pretty good.
Oh, I fucking did.
Don't spoil it, Wolf.
First day it came out. I want to make a Vine about it too, because it's so fucking.
Wait, hold up. Did any of you watch that new Life 2017 movie?
What's the Live 2017 movie? What are you talking about?
You know where they found life on Mars, and then all
Oh,
hell breaks-
Life, the movie Life. No, I didn't watch it. I can't watch Ryan Reynolds in a serious movie. I just can't.
I'm sorry, but from the trailers, that thing looks really awesome and terrifying at the same time.
Ryan Reynolds was born to play Deadpool. With a face like a walnut shaped.
Ah, fuck! I must be a resident alien. God damn it. Damn it! Why don't I have a green card? I need to have a green card. Give all the free money to the nice people, to the nice.
Why do you need a green card, Hannah?
Because they would, according to the scholarship, I need to have a green card for them to pay half of my tuition. So I'm like, God damn it, I'm a citizen. Shit.
Yeah. Do you know what green cards are for?
Green cards are for getting free shit, apparently.
Oh.
Well, see, immigrants get free shit because
I'm an immigrant. I'm just a citizen.
Well, we're socialists, so that's just how we do.
I admire the American social welfare system.
Shit.
Sorry, Truce. Are you being cynical or not?
Can you tell?
Yeah. The way we got it structured, I mean, it's perfect. We only use the welfare system to supplement our income. Those Scandinavians, they're just full of shit. They just universalize public services.
Did you know if you're in Norway and you were in prison, you get a pension for being in prison?
I heard you get an Xbox up in there.
Fucking hell.
For recreational purposes.
You actually get paid money to come out of your cell and socialize.
Yeah.
Oh, $5,000. How much?
But what you want to look at, really, rather than what they get in prison, is what the reoffending rates are.
Yeah. Well, it reduced all the things they do in their prison, reduces the reoffender rate.
It's the same way I was having an argument with a guy who said, oh, you're just anti-guns. I said, no, I love guns. I don't have a problem with guns at all. What I have a problem with is a culture where so many people get shot.
Okay.
Drews, you are breaking up.
Yeah, you got to refresh, but I'm playing another video. So Antonio Fletcher got into some with Professor Stick, who is an atheist.
I don't know if that's a big video.
Yeah, and after getting wrecked by him, he wanted to make another video.
Oh my God! And then he makes a response video to Antonio.
Like, Antonio, you do realize you're arguing with a stick figure here.
Yeah, I mean he's not gonna make another one. He said that, but apparently Antonio got a bug up his ass. So
in fact, you're arguing with a stick figure that looks like, Hannah, would you say that was done like in a Windows Painty kind of movie maker kind of thing? Yeah.
It looks like MS Paint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Professor Stick's peanut gallery followers and his fanboys that he did a response to my first video on him, and just goodness gracious, it was even worse than his first one. This first one was terrible, but this one was just bad.
You made a rap, Antonio.
This,
Yeah, you sound like the worst person ever. I had to revoke your black card, Antonio.
Oh my god. I'm
Yeah,
just
like-
saying, you made a rap. Let's not go crazy here.
You,
It could be worse.
you're not black anymore, motherfucker. Like you're done. You're done, dude.
I think we need to address the elephant in the room. Is
Get your ass back in the house. Get back in the house where you belong.
do we think that Antonio can dance?
Hell no.
I'd like to find out.
I mean, if he can't even get his groove on, how you think he could dance?
I think a better question to ask is, can Antonio dab?
Can you dab?
No, you don't want to go there, okay? Because I am the ultimate dabber. I'll destroy you. My dabs are so fierce I can cause a nuclear attack just by touching my forehead against my arm.
Have you ever seen me dab?
I can tell. I can tell it's crap. I can tell that your dab is
Have you ever seen me dab?
No.
Okay, that's because you literally go blind if you did. So, good on you.
Goddamn.
Yeah, you'd be laughing so hard you'd be banging your head on the desk.
Like the sun will pop up in between my arms as the dab initiates.
I think all we've done here is establish that I am the best at dabbing. Okay, I'm like the god at that shit. Now that being said, we're starting this video.
What back because
I will mute you.
King, go back to the darkest.
Hey, stop interrupting the video.
because he said at the end of the video that he wasn't going to respond to me again, and you're going to see exactly why he should not respond to me again. So we got to take him back to school, my friends.
He is the dumbest motherfucker in the world. Like he just said, he said in the first video that he's not going to make a video to you again.
I'll just leave him.
So I'm just going to jump right into this, and we're going to show him why he's wrong.
Oh my God, hurry the fuck up.
The only response I've gotten another one by deflating and escaping atheism. Sorry, you.
Oh, not this guy.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah, this guy's a turd.
I just realized something. Deflating, if deflating atheism and Tommy Hall were to get together,
They'd make some ugly ass babies.
yeah, would they be a couple?
They'd make some ugly ass babies.
Probably.
Hour-long life.
And of the two, which would be the top and which would be the bottom?
Just rambling on and on.
Probably this guy. He'd be the top.
Yeah, he's got that kind of power top on thing.
Are you serious? I think Tommy would be on top.
So, yeah, man, you pretty much got the business. So I would encourage any of my friends to go check out their video. It's right there. So look that up and go check it out. They absolutely tore this dude several new ones.
So yeah, Antonio is more worth my time. But don't get ahead of yourself, Antonio. That doesn't mean your video was good. And honestly, I'd rather make a video on someone else if I didn't get so many requests to respond to you.
It's gratifying to see that my video caused quite a stir amongst your minions who act like they can't use their brains.
After this, I'll get back to my...
Oh my God, Antonio, dude.
When did you learn the word minions?
I think he got that Despicable Me. He learned that from Despicable Me, and he's trying to utilize it.
You know what? I know you're gonna have to get back to the video, but I want to comment on something when we're done.
All right.
regular content and maybe make a video on the flat earth.
Today, we're going to show why Professor Stick needs to ask for his money back for his PhD, because the reasoning displayed in this video
Oh my God.
analysis on this fine gentleman named Alex McGrath is at best on par with grade school, not college level school.
Well, at my university, PhD programs are fully funded, so I wouldn't be paying for a PhD. Funny how you just assumed I had a PhD, though. You do realize that not all professors have PhDs, right? Alright, this is just a YouTube channel name. Don't dwell too much into it.
First of all, I never said all professors had PhDs, so I don't know why you put it in there.
That's what he chooses to comment on.
Oh.
Yes.
That's so stupid.
Really?
Oh, goddamn.
That was good. No, that was good. Good on you, Antonio. That was good. I like that. That was good.
Yeah. Keep it classy.
Second, I understand this is just a YouTube name for you when you say Professor Stick. I was just sort of playing along with that in jest, not actually thinking you had a PhD. I don't really know what degree you have right now or lack or whatever, But the point is, I was just playing along in jest. It was really nothing more than that. And lastly, it really doesn't matter to me whether you pay for your schooling or someone else paid for your schooling. Either way, somebody wasted their money.
Anyway, I will be cutting out a bit of your video as I respond. Your video is over 26 minutes, and if I responded to everything, this video would be at least 45 minutes long. Since my videos are usually around 10 minutes in length, I will give you 10 minutes of my time.
I understand you want to keep the video short, that's not the problem. But I did notice that in this video response, you didn't address a whole lot of crucial points. And instead, most of this video, you just turned it into a huge rant fest.
Okay.
Was that by its very nature, science was unable to answer a whole range of questions about meaning and purpose and identity.
I'm sorry that you're disappointed by that, but science cannot answer those things for us. Science only deals with things we can prove. It involves gathering evidence to discover the reality of the universe. Things like meaning and purpose are not things that you can empirically prove or test, because by definition, those things are subjective, and science doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. I'm sorry that science wasn't enough for you, but to wander off and make shit up without any evidence or objectivity is not a good excuse to turn to theism.
Okay, now there are a number of different things I need to hit on here. To start, is operating on the obvious assumption that science is necessarily objective, and such can be possibly further from the truth.
Well, science is objective, in theory at least. Science is a method, and this method is purely objective. Sure, there may be scientists who are subjective about certain things, but that doesn't mean the scientific method is subjective, because it isn't.
Okay, now, I'm not exactly sure what he means when he says science is objective, but he said science is objective in theory at least. But to say that science is...
Well, I mean, science is objective in the sense that it gathers evidence and tests and measures in order to produce theories that explain aspects of natural phenomena.
Well, essentially, it's as long as it's not subjective opinion based, then we can go by the broad sense of objective, right?
But he's not understanding the distinction between objectivity of the scientific method and objectivity of the scientist. Two different things.
Yeah. He specifically said that objectivity is the scientific method. That's what's objective.
Correct.
Scientists themselves, they're scientists and they're
never
humans
fully
and they
objective.
have minds.
Yeah, they're individual.
But the goal is for scientists is to be as objective as possible. That's their goal. But can they ever reach 100% objectivity? I don't think so.
No.
But Antonio doesn't understand the nuances or the difference.
Yeah, so the point being that it's the scientific method which is claimed to be objective, not the scientist.
Right.
Exception that Antonio is falling foul of again.
Inherently rely on certain assumptions. Otherwise, it wouldn't be predicated as a theory. There's just certain things that you have to take on subjectivity. Like, for example, just the fundamental assumption that all things which occur in the world happen solely by natural causes. That's a basic fundamental subjective assumption that's made in science. That's just the bottom line. This isn't controversial, and I actually have a Berkeley link in the description which talks about this.
It's actually not subjective, by the way.
No, he's right in a certain regard that the way he's using is annoying the shit out of me. Whatever, just continue.
I mean, he's just playing with words. Like the methodological naturalism isn't subjective. It's just that's just a foundation. That's a foundation for being able to test and measure and demonstrate things in the observable world. That's just how that investigation works. It's the method that's objective.
So there are certain things about science in regards to subjectivity that simply cannot be avoided. The fact of the matter is there are things in science which are subject to our own assumptions. For example, this is how Professor William Lane Craig put it in his debate with Peter.
Wait, is William Lane Craig a professor?
He does have a degree. I think he has a master's.
In what?
I don't know.
Not sure.
He's normally referred to as doctor.
He's got a PhD in philosophy and a PhD in theology.
Okay.
That doesn't make him a professor. That doesn't make him a professor.
It doesn't make him a professor, but he's learned, so it's fine.
Okay.
He's a doctor, yeah. Okay, Wolf. Let's find out what the great doctor has to say about this.
I really want to say Doctor Who.
I really want Whoop, I fucked up. Fucked up.
You there, Wolf? What's going on, buddy? Well, we may as well talk about the great William Lane Craig again.
I mean, it's fine if you can reference William Lane Craig. I mean, I don't have a problem with a lot of what he says, actually. I do. His, I don't most of the time. I know he has a reformed kalam, and I'm actually interested in it. Not that I'm necessarily advocating it as a good apologetic necessarily, but it's a different take, and it's interesting, right? It's enough to have a conversation about it.
Well, what I think is funny is that he said. What I think is funny is that William Lane Craig said he would never debate with someone who doesn't have like a PhD or some high degree, but he debated against the amazing atheist on the rise of the non-religious in the United States on CNN.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I've seen so many debates now where he just gets his stuff handed to him every single time. It's just embarrassing these days to watch a William Lane Craig debate.
Finally, most remarkably, would be science itself. Science cannot be justified by the scientific method.
Fucking idiot. Science can't be justified by the scientific method? You do realize that science itself is the method, right? Craig basically just said science can't be justified by science. Stupid as fuck. Don't quote William Lane Craig again. Surely.
I don't think that's what he meant. Like, okay, whatever.
Who meant?
Yeah, I don't think Stick is. I think he's wrong on that one. You can't justify science with science. That is true. That's kind of circular.
I think he's saying it's stupid in the sense that no one would assert that. I think that's
maybe.
Okay.
I've heard this. I've watched this before, and I was a little vague on what he meant by that because
the whole thing is the way you use a process. You don't prove a process. A process either delivers the desired outcome or doesn't, and if it doesn't, you go and refine that process until it does.
Yeah, but the main point about this video is that he was critiquing the philosopher guy earlier by saying that science is not a tool that could get us to meaning and purpose. Those are like subjective philosophical ideas. Those aren't really relevant in matters of science. It's all about demonstrating things with evidence or some rational criteria or something like that. So yeah, I can see his frustration.
The problem isn't the argument Craig presented. The problem is you. And I suspect that either you're really ignorant about this to a very severe degree, I might add, or you're intellectually dishonest. I suspect it's the latter. So
why do you have to do that? Why does everything have to be about somebody being dishonest? Why can't it just be simple miscommunication that happens more often than not?
It's easier to call someone's sincerity of the question rather than actually deal with the content of their points.
Or it's projected.
Right.
Most people judge each other by their own morals.
Science can't be justified by science. It means it's circular reasoning. That science justifies science. That is circular logic, guy. But if you don't think all circular reasoning is bad, then I can use that same logic and say the Bible is justified by the Bible. I'll use biblical exegesis to justify biblical scripture itself.
Well, see, that's okay. See, here's a false analogy here. No scientist would say that science is justified by science. It would say that, or at least make the point that it makes, probable statements about how the natural phenomena is going to work based on prediction, modeling, things of that nature. So, I mean, to say that science justifies itself by science, I mean, it's sort of like it's a meaningless statement. It's sort of like that Site 10 Atheist video where they were parroting that EU controversy, right? And then they had the Diana Abbott character say something along the lines of, "I'm not saying that people that voted to lead the EU are racist. It's just that the people who are racist definitely voted for the EU. Well, like who? So what? I mean, what does that even mean? That's a pointless statement. No one even said that, and to argue that against someone else as if that's a point, it's kind of stupid. No one ever asserted it, so why even make that as if that's some kind of something of substance to even talk about? It isn't. Am I incongruent with everyone else? Like, does everyone agree with that point, or am I just talking on my ass?
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry. But yeah.
All right.
Your same logic and say that that's not a problem for the Bible either, and using that to show scripture and the truth of it. But I bet you wouldn't buy that argument. So if you wouldn't buy that argument, then why in the world should I buy your argument about science justifies science?
Science is permeated.
Because he never said that, you retard.
Yeah, but that, I just think it's a miscommunication about what is meant by science.
Right, I have to agree with Hannah. I think it's just they're talking past each other a little bit, obviously because they're in different videos. But I think they're not. I think they're talking about two different things.
Well, it's a kind of a pre-sup on science. Right? Justify, they're just saying justify induction. This is what DD tried to do yesterday. Go on, justify induction then. What?
I mean, that's the case. I think Antonio.
The continued efficiency and use of it,
But you can't use induction.
Just yell at him and tell him, fuck it, justify deduction. You're going to tell me to justify induction? Fuck it, deduction too. Let's go.
But I don't know why they have such a problem with induction. They make it sound like it's so... They don't understand the problem of induction is not something that's like a make or break or anything, right? We still use induction.
We'll see. They're butthurt because they can't use induction.
No, they do. That's just it. They do.
But they don't admit it.
Well, we'll see. No. I know they do. I know that, but I mean, I'm talking about in terms of their worldview. Like, you can't have reliable inductions with a belief in God that can violate the laws of nature by invoking miracles and shit.
Sure. I mean, the way I put it, Wolf, is to say that they think that deduction is the only way to knowledge.
Right, which is weird because deduction never gives you new knowledge. Deduction only rewords what you have to come to a conclusion. It gives you no new knowledge in a deductive argument, and you bring that up to DD, and he'll just flip out.
Yeah, and even and here's the thing about inductive inferences, right? Even if they're not certain, you could still make probable statements about things. Exactly.
Which then goes in with the faith thing, right? Because as you were saying, Druss, right? The point about faith is you're not going to have 100% evidence ever.
Yeah, I would totally, utterly agree with that.
Yeah, but
that's what I call degrees of confidence.
But it's within a framework, right? But I mean, even the great detective Sherlock Holmes, most of what he did was not deductive reasoning. It was almost all inductive reasoning, right? Yeah. And he's able to solve crimes, right? It actually worked. He was able to make inferences. That's what we use it for, because it works. It's reliable.
Yeah, world. It took long enough to work out.
For example, in the special theory of relativity,
look how young he looks there. Wow.
The assumption that the speed of light is constant in a one-way direction between any 2 points A and B.
Wait, Drink, what? No, fuck, wrong. There's no assumption on that. That's not an assumption. That's a conclusion based upon evidence in mathematics.
Well, he's not a physicist, so give him a break.
I mean, it's so wrong on so many different levels. It's not an assumption.
He's trying to score brownie points.
Oh, God. That's just horrible.
Speed of light in a vacuum, C will always be constant. We understand this. We understand the laws of the universe. This has been studied, not by you, obviously, and the speed of light is universally accepted to be constant. If it weren't, then our entire field of physics would be out the window.
I'm not sure why he brought up the universal acceptance point, but since he brought it up, let's talk about it. First of all, whether something is universally accepted or rejected does not mean that acceptance or rejection is valid. For example, Alfred Wegener came up with the idea of continental drift, but it wasn't accepted until 30 plus years after his death into mainstream science. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you simply can't observe the speed of light.
all times.
Wait, pause. Did he say continental drift?
Yeah, I believe so.
Might have.
I think he did.
It's hard to tell what Antonio says sometimes.
And he's right. When continental drift was first proposed, it was shouted out of, I think it was the Royal Society. But as more evidence came along and it became compelling, guess what?
Yeah, and the theory, there was another theory at the time as well. It was called expanding Earth, where the Earth was small and it was blowing up like a balloon.
And it was also around the same time that they had the ether theory as well.
Yeah. So I'm surprised now that we've gone from young Earth creationists to flat Earthers, but we have not yet seen expanding Earthers.
Oh, that could be a new group.
Yeah.
Nice. Ludo, you just hit the jackpot there, Sudo.
Yeah, let's see if expanding Earth becomes the next new thing that the dummies take as their alternate worldview crap.
Oh, they've brought that up in flat Earth discussions before. Are you kidding me?
I haven't heard it.
But it's very rare.
Yeah.
Well, because not many people actually buy into it, but I've had actually people argue it. Sure.
Yeah.
We could call it the Great Ballooning Debate.
Okay, more of this video.
In all conditions in the universe, you just can't do it. You have to assume based on what you do observe that what you do observe is consistent, and you look at the consistencies and assume those consistencies accurately reflects what's in reality. But it is an assumption. Many things in science have been changed that we thought was true, and additional data came on later to contradict those things. So you can't get away from assumptions, man.
Literally, our reality would be different.
But here's the problem.
I just stab myself in the vagina and just be done with today.
All I heard was vagina.
Can I just stab myself in the vagina and just say, I'm done for today?
You're moving to China. What are you gonna stab yourself with?
I don't know. I'll find something pointy. No.
You're going to stab Regina?
Yes, I'm going to stab Regina.
Alone.
All I heard was stab a vagina. I'm down to stab a vagina.
I've got something that'll do just the job.
I know Antonio's never stabbed a vagina.
Oh, just leave the man alone about that.
Does Antonio not realize that we have assumptions that for reasons, though, they're not just like completely arbitrary?
He thinks they are, though. I
know. But Professor Stick points out that if these assumptions were wrong, life would be a lot different as we know it. We wouldn't even have atoms, for Pete's sake. So it's kind of self-evident that the axioms we choose, or the assumptions, are correct. As Hannah pointed out, they're self-fucking evident.
And that doesn't just mean that they're right because they're right. Self-evident means.
I mean, it's the same reason for like how it's sort of like what Hannah said. Hold on. It's sort of like what Hannah said earlier with the 2 + 2 = 4 thing. Mathematical and logical truths are self-evident. I mean, the reason why we take the basis of science as it is, like with methodological naturalism. I mean, it's a foundation for the sake of successful scientific investigation, and it has been outrageously successful. I mean, for everything that we have an explanation for, the answer's been natural. I mean, that doesn't mean that there's no supernatural. I mean, the friggin' James Randi had that $1 million prize out there, and no one's won it yet.
There's no way to test for the supernatural right now. If we somehow develop a way, you'll see it implemented. It's just not possible with what we have right now.
No, but we can definitely test against it.
Yeah, until then.
Oh, there's that. Don't spoil that fun.
Simos, you're echoing. Simos, let's try to talk, or he's just echoing because I just heard. I think he's echoing.
Who's echoing?
Yeah, yeah, but that's the difference. They don't understand that we can try to falsify supernatural claims, like the JREF $1 million challenge, but no one ever came close. The closest they ever had was they actually you know how that worked. They actually had to do preliminary rounds first, right? A lot of preliminary rounds before they could actually test. Nobody made it past the preliminary rounds. Nobody. And for just an exhibition thing, they said, "Fuck it." we're going to allow a person to actually try for the $1 million challenge, and they had to do this, this, and this, and they just failed miserably. So yeah, nobody's ever even come close.
A lot of the people who fail also just failed to do their paperwork correctly.
Well, that's true too, but I'm actually taking the people that actually went through the preliminaries. There were a lot of people that went through the preliminaries, but nobody even came close to even making it through them.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Sir. But I quite like it when you look at things like astrophysics and what's going on there and the questions we
Bruce,
have.
you are all robotic.
Yeah, I've been telling you that you got refreshed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
We need to make a song like that. Do the refresh. Do the refresh.
That's pretty good. All right, back to the bit.
That what Craig doesn't represent the reality we're in now. But here's the thing: if what Craig said was false, then you would have expected a plethora of scientists to come out and contradict him around that time and correct him on that.
They did, probably. I'm sure he was wrong.
No. I think that it's just a failure of communication between Professor Sticks and what William Lane Craig is saying. That's why.
No, but William Lane Craig was wrong.
I mean, he's
but I don't think a lot of physicists watch his shit. I don't think a lot of them probably watched it, or cared enough to.
If you say he's wrong about the measurement, then that's fine, or how we concluded about the measurement, that's fine. I'm saying as far as science, the scientific method cannot prove the scientific method.
Well, we don't use the scientific method to determine the speed of light anymore. The speed of light is actually defined. It is actually by definition something. They define it into its existence.
I would say that that's at least the understanding of relativity is established, and I doubt the scientific community is going to give a shit about whether or not a philosopher doesn't understand that or not. I mean, that seems to be of a personal responsibility type of situation. But anyway,
on that time to contradict what he said, so I think we are on solid grounds to say that what Craig said at the time was correct and still stands today. So we are in reality right now. It's just that you need to join us in it.
In addition, even if you were right that saying the speed of light to be constant is an assumption, that still wouldn't mean science is subjective.
I don't even know what the fuck he meant at the last bit of it. Like, because no scientist came out and corrected Craig, he must be right, and they're in reality, and he needs to join them. I don't know, like that.
Maybe scientists just have better things to do.
Yeah, I think so. Like maybe making sure our planet cools down before it gets destroyed or something. Or
that'd be nice.
Just anything in general. They got better things to do than argue with William Lane Craig.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. William Lane Craig is a professional debater. He only debates to try to win. It's not that he has better arguments. It's not that he's having really good arguments at all. It's just the fact that he is a professional debater. It doesn't matter. He's like a lawyer. Right? Lawyers don't give a shit if they're telling the truth half the time. They have to win, right? And I'm being facetious to some degree. I know.
Let me just ask the question that a lot of people probably have never asked or don't understand the answer to. How does one win a debate?
How does one win a debate? You have to have a popularity poll of the participants, the people that are actually viewing. They determine who wins.
Okay.
Usually.
So basically, it's your presentation.
It's an exhibition.
It's not your argument. It's not who's really correct. It's just your presentation that you're doing.
It's
how well spoken you were.
Yes, it's an exhibition match. If you go to debate.com, there's about 6 things that they look for when they do rank a debate. Who provided a better argument? Who provided better materials for reference, source materials and citations?
Right.
Who had least amount of grammatical and spelling errors? So there's a whole bunch of factors that factored in as when you're viewing debates. So that's how you do argumentation theory. It doesn't mean somebody actually proves something to be right. We don't go by what William Lane Craig said in science. If he won a debate about something in physics, doesn't mean his physics is right.
That's actually a great question to ask. Do you think winning a debate proves a point?
No, all it is exhibition.
Yeah.
All right, back to the video.
Winning the debate would prove a point, but there aren't really any winners. And the other point is, what is a debate, right? Because there are many formats to debating. So I'm sure the criteria by which you would judge someone as winning it change, right? So like in debating society, for instance, they present their arguments ahead of time, right, to the opposition in written form. Then at the end, people walk out through different doors, either yay, nay, or abstention, to show who won. But that's a particular format. It's very closely defined format.
All right, back to
so it can go from just talking, presenting real arguments, and most people don't debate. That's the other point. If you're going to just talk to someone, you're not debate in terms of formal. So when someone like DD says, "I'm a master debater," I would expect him to be able to have mastered the various forms of debate, talking to each other.
And if you ever use his computer, you put on latex gloves.
All right, that was a good joke, but we're going back into the video.
All right.
Is an assumption that still wouldn't mean science is subjective. Subjectivity means influenced by personal feelings or emotions. This has nothing to do with that. At best, it would be considered a flawed understanding of physics, not subjective.
Here's the issue, guy. You are totally misconstruing the point here. But let's assume for the sake of argument you're right in that they know what the speed of light is. Have they ever went to the edge of the universe and tested it?
Okay,
for fuck's sake.
Wait. There's so many things wrong with that. Who wants to go first? I'm gonna let
somebody just get a pellet gun.
Listen,
Wow.
I'm crossing my legs. Just leave me alone.
Just cross them legs. Just get nothing up in there.
Yeah. See, that's why he a virgin, man. Like his stupidity is a turn off.
Right, he's pre-supping the guy. I'm shutting up. Go ahead, play the video.
Well, okay, first of all, there is no edge of the universe. That's just so blatantly wrong. We all know that.
Well, it's the place where nothing's expanded into yet.
There's no such thing.
I know.
Yeah, okay, but it's kind of reminding me of what I think it was it Justin Wilson? I don't remember. Somebody was arguing that how do we know 2 + 2 = 4 in all times and all places around the universe? And the simple answer is we do, because it's analytically defined. So 2 + 2 = here, as it does in Andromeda, and it does 13 billion light years away.
Yeah, you don't have to run around with a calculator in all these places and try it.
Exactly. It's analytically defined. The speed of light is actually defined. We don't even have to go around to test it anywhere else. We know that's what it is because we define it to be 299 million something meters per second.
Yeah, that's why it's deductive reasoning. If the premises follow, then it's necessarily true. Any child knows that. Well,
not those words.
Read the book anyway.
Well, just like in Reformed epistemology, not Reformed epistemology. The fuck am I saying? Particularists agree that children can know things, and they don't necessarily need to be able to justify how they know it. They just do because you taught them 2 + 2 = 4. But why is it 4? Well, it just fucking is.
Yep. So yeah, Antonio, you need to learn some shit, dude, because that retardation that's a turn off.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about merely making a mistake. We're talking about deliberate assumptions. Nobody has been in all places and all times in our universe and tested the speed of light. They simply
pause it for a moment, Wolf.
No, don't.
Has Antonio ever left his state?
Okay, but again, Antonio needs to understand the speed of light is by definition. Jesus.
No, he's pre-something.
But he's so goddamn wrong on this stuff. This is what kills me. It's like, dude, you make these videos and you're actually arguing against people that are intelligent, and you sound like a babbling fucking idiot, Antonio.
Yeah, mathematical and logical truths are self-evident. Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to sound like Ronnie.
The reason you have to comport the man's reasoning is because you have no access to any other reasoning, you dumbass.
Well, there's another thing as well. You can actually turn that back and say, well, you don't know that God exists in all places and all times because you haven't been there. He just says he has.
They'll just say, but
they'll
that's
just say
the
it's definitionally true for his being omniscient, omnipotent.
That's probably true.
Yeah, but well, see, that's vicious reasoning, virtuous reasoning bullshit, which applies nowhere else.
It comes back to, again, that he doesn't understand what self-evident really means.
I mean, the problem is that they don't understand that circular reasoning really doesn't make a convincing, a compelling argument. It doesn't really justify anything, right? Which is why foundationalism was a thing in the first place, right?
Exactly. So, but let's go on with this video. Let's just try to soldier on through it. Let's just do that.
I know, I'm trying. Just can't.
In all places and all times. Therefore, whether you like it or not, on a certain level, they are relying upon their personal feelings. They can't get because it's
keep your legs together.
I'm trying.
When he says science can only deal with things we can prove, he is either ignorant or deliberately ignoring when science starts from things which haven't been proven itself.
Science doesn't prove things.
Listen. My legs are so like tightly closed right now. Like I could crush a watermelon between them. This is ridiculous.
Someone get me some coal. We're making diamonds.
You know, Hannah. If you keep saying things like that, there's going to be videos on the internet.
I suspect there already will be. Go for it. I don't even give a shit.
That's on the soundboard too.
Everything you just said there, that's also the soundboard.
Did you get the part about where she said having a lump on her testicle?
Oh, I missed that one.
No, you missed the gems. I also said I would slap Zulu's mother. So
For a
that's
chick,
also
you've got some set of balls.
I'd have to say, Hannah, knowing where Zulu comes from, I wouldn't probably recommend that.
What, slapping his mom?
Yeah, I should probably deck you.
To be fair, it was just an insult I said very quickly. I wouldn't actually do it. I'm not that mean.
I know.
Some people are convinced I would, though.
I think if Zulu's mum knew what had happened, she'd probably be slapping him.
Hey guys, I'm okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to step away. I got an errand to run really quick, so I'm just gonna share controls with some people. Let's see.
Oh, look at Wolf run. See, this is what he does.
Just look at what these atheists do. They just run.
I know those those atheists. They just find shit to do and then they have to fucking go away.
Can I just give a quick shout out to Tyler Durden, who on a thread started off being a Lenevian Satanist and ended up being a Hindu, going into intense depths on Hindu theology, and it is the funniest thread ever. It is so ridiculous because this
funny.
It was amazing.
Yeah, Tyler's funny. I had a really funny comment thing with him. We were just going back and forth, just totally talking bullshit to each other, just absolute scientific bullshit on the fly, making it up as we go along, and it was fucking classic. People reading, going, what the hell is that? It sounded pretty legit, though.
He does. That's what I find amazing, because he uses enough proper terms.
Right. That's what we were doing.
To be utterly convincing.
We
were talking about Dharma and Adama. And I'm thinking, what the anyway.
Yeah, anybody who read that thing with us, they were like, we're not understanding this, because we were doing that exactly thing, just using enough terms to make it sound legit, right? Oh, by the way, I have to announcement. I have mods. And I'll be doing that every 10 minutes. I have mods.
Just all right.
So do I.
But I have mods.
So do I.
Mods too, probably. I didn't even check. I'm still playing.
I think we all do.
No, all we're gonna do is the next 10 minutes is to say to each other, "I have mods."
Why is this guy falling on my dick so hard? Please get away.
Is that League of? Is that no?
Yes,
wait.
it is, and this guy's a fucking idiot.
Is it League of Legends?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Oh, you're on it. Yeah, what's it? Oh God, what's the name of that map called?
Summoner's Rift.
No. Well, I mean the whole style. When you got the thing in the middle. What is it called?
MOBA.
No, I'm trying to think of the actual.
Yeah, whatever.
There's a style of map where you have the fighting area in the middle, then you have the two sides, and you have the 4 regions.
This guy's gonna get fucked. Bitch! Oh no, never mind.
By the way, Hannah, the people who play League of Legends, did they actually realize the initials are LOL?
Yes.
Laughing out loud.
That is a joke. Fuck you, got her. There we go. Got her.
Or laws of logic could be as well.
Lots of logic. My dad.
I'll be back in like 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay, I have mods.
Go the fuck
don't kick Wolf, please, Steve.
Oh yeah, I won't be sniping him now. I can actually kick him legitimately.
I know that's what you agnostics do, right?
We're all the same.
We're all the same. We're dicks.
Well, you got to remember, Hannah is a Huxleyan agnostic, so she's not a true agnostic.
Yeah, now she's
Oh my goodness. Oh
Holy
my
shit.
goodness.
What the fuck?
5 minutes in and we've had the no true Scotsman. This is real. I mean, the Christians can't even do that.
Actually,
Come
I
on.
got to be honest. A Huxley agnostic would probably be more of a true agnostic than a temporal agnostic. If you really wanted to get technical, so I would be the no true agnostic.
Yeah, it's so funny that you're like going on my ass. Okay, fine.
Oh, by the way, Steve, that was bloody funny what you did on the Hangout. I like that.
Which
What'd
one?
you do? What?
I got Steve booted me from a Hangout.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I was trying to persuade him to exhort. No. Annabelle was she? Annabelle has something problem with me. I don't know why. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Problem with everybody, to be fair.
Yeah, so she offered £5 to Steve to boot me, and I sort of sent a message.
No, she doesn't.
I sent a message to Steve basically saying, "No, ask for 10. Surely I'm worth at least that much." But I didn't know it was her birthday, so then Steve very gallantly booted me as a present.
It's a cheap present. Give it to.
That's very reasonable, actually.
I am cheap, I have to say.
I may be cheap, but I ain't free,
You
bitch.
Position as well, dress.
Yeah, Tom is in the outside going, Wolf will be kicked for inactivity in 5 minutes.
Oh, fuck no, I'm not going in on that. Fucking stupid. I value my life. Oh, you cunt.
Are you in team play? I mean, is this like your guild or your group?
Doing stuff. Hold on.
One at a time.
Oh, fuck you.
Is she a pay to player, you think, guys?
No, you don't pay to play this game. Fuck.
What? You don't pay for gems to get upgrades?
No, you just pay for the skins. Like you see why I look like the Predator from the Alien vs Predator series? It's because I paid for it. That's all you do. You don't. It's a free to play game.
Oh, okay.
It's not freemium.
Yes, there's no freemiums then other than skins.
Yeah, it's all cosmetics. As they have eventually learned in Battlefield.
Yes, I've never played this. I just know what it is, but I've never played it.
Yeah, it's
What's
it's
that,
got a tough learning curve.
Don't pay to win. Just pay for freemiums, like cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, you piece of
Yeah.
shit. Bye.
I don't play League of Legends.
Yeah.
Good.
WoW has a hard enough learning curve, but I know WoW inside and out. That's gameplay style. I don't get in the lore at all, but I do know the gameplay style. If you want to learn how to do BGs, I'm your person.
Yeah, I'm more into first-person perspectives and role-play games.
No, I love tactical play in like a Wrathy Basin and Warsong Gulch and who to send where.
Oh, you chaosing motherfucker! Hi, bitch.
Double kill.
No, they stole both of my kills. I'm really annoyed. I love this character. It's literally like, oh, I see somebody. Let me delete them.
There's just too much going on in the screen for me.
Yeah, this is fun. This is fucking fantastic.
I heard that Team Fortress 2 is pretty good.
Yeah.
I looked at it. It looked kind of cheesy but enjoyable.
I've been watching a bit of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I let my subscription to WoW expire. The gold got too much. I mean, I can afford it, but with the Diablo 2, not Diablo 2, is it? What's the new game that just came out that you can actually buy using WoW Gold?
Fuck if I know.
I don't know.
Well, the cost. No, it's a new game that just came out. But regardless, the tokens for WoW started off being 20,000 gold, and then they got around 60,000, which was still okay. But now they're going for almost 120,000, which is just mind-bogglingly high. I could not farm 120,000 of gold. I mean, I theoretically could, but I would literally have to be doing that nonstop, and I just that's not my thing.
So what are you saying? The Chinese farmers wrecked it?
No, actually, the Chinese farmers kind of went away. This whole thing.
Zulu apologized? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. The Chinese farmers don't have really a business anymore because the WoW got smart. But still, the problem is that it's all supply and demand, And now that the demand is high for them because you can pay for a new game that just came out with it, and you can pay for subscription time with gold, the WoW tokens are very expensive. 20,000 gold would have been freaking awesome. I could do that in a day if I really wanted to get 20. Well, okay, a few days, but Lucifer Minus says Overwatch 2. I looked at that too. It didn't really look appealing to me.
Overwatch is pretty fun.
I'm playing Battlefield 1. That's quite good.
Battlefield 1? Do they still have that? Do they still have servers for that? I thought they took the servers down.
No, Battlefield 1's the new one.
Oh, okay. I thought the original Battlefield they had servers for, but they took all those down.
Oh no. I still play Battlefield Vietnam sometimes.
So I used to play Battlefield 1942.
Yeah, I played a lot of that. I quite like the dice. Anyway,
it's a good game.
It is a good game.
I actually fell in love with Battlefield after Call of Duty. What was it? Fucking Black Ops 2. I was like, this game is shit. Buying Battlefield. Oh god, it actually reminds me of what a good FPS can be.
Battlefield was really well done. I enjoyed that actually. I thought
it was more realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was challenging.
What was the one that had you were in World War II, but you were
That's one. That's the recent one.
Was it?
Yeah, it's the recent one.
No, the recent one's World War One.
I thought that's what he was talking about.
No.
Are you talking about Call of Duty or are you talking about Battlefield?
No, Battlefield. There's a version that you have. I mean, literally, like it was all grenades. You had German grenades. I'm trying to remember what version it was.
That was Battlefield 1942 with the 2 supplemental add-ons.
Oh, it was the add-ons. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the add-on. It wasn't the original. It was the add-on.
So you could get add-ons that would give you extra tanks and different
classes.
Right,
okay, I remember now.
And then also dice before they actually join.
Now, they don't have any servers for those anymore, do they?
No, there's still people hosting private servers. Just go on Battlefield forums and you'll find them.
Really?
Yeah, there's always people playing retro shit.
Huh, maybe I'll have to check into that. I kind of like playing retro 1942.
Yeah, I mean, I still find Unreal Tournament servers, Unreal Tournament 2004.
Yeah, I had Unreal.
And there's still servers out there for that. So I sometimes throw up some of those games because I've got them.
Well, I just finished Mass Effect 2. I got Siberia 2, but it looks kind of stupid, so I don't think I'm gonna play that one. Plus, I heard it was just a shitty game, so I need to find something else to play that's free.
Yeah, I mean, I game so little. If I get 2 hours in a week, that's pretty good going for me.
I have a character on Neverwinter Nights, but I'm realizing really quickly that if you really do want to have any enjoyment of it, it's pay to win. But I mean, if you just want to do the PvE, it's fun. Yeah, I mean, it is enjoyable for free.
Although doing like 2 hours a week, Dross, you must really enjoy those 2 hours.
You can spend that time masturbating. You do realize that, right?
No.
That's already taken into account, Steve. Come on now.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah. I mean, I when I was restricted to playing my games, all of a sudden I found that the time that I spent playing those games, I really fucking enjoyed it. It was like overkill, too much, but you know.
Yeah, it tends to be sort of Saturday night after everyone's gone to bed. I'll game for a bit.
Yeah.
I get a lion on Sundays.
I'm playing poker again, so it's like hours doing that, which means I can't play too many other games.
Yeah, I only like poker when you're actually around the table.
It's money.
I know.
I grind. I don't play for fun anymore. I just grind.
Oh. Anyway, I'm going to go and have something to eat, and I will be back.
Ooh. So, Steve, I thought I'd give you a couple of aces. You're going to have a chat with Mounty, right? About rock. Dun, dun, dun.
Sometime near the end of the week, end of next week.
Rock.
Yeah. You know, rocks like geodes and amethyst.
Oh, geology, you mean?
Yeah. No, I meant like progressive music, but that's
Okay.
Yeah, what about it, Russ?
I wanna rock.
Rock! Dun, 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 dun. I want to rock.
Oh, this game is a piece of shit.
Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your
Oh wait, were you
boys.
talking about Rush there, Steve?
Yeah, Rush. We're gonna be talking about mostly Rush, a little bit of Triumph, Rainbow, those kind of groups. Black Sabbath, which was not progressive, but
Not progressive. Genesis, yes.
If you guys fuck me over while I'm playing a ranked game, I will
Wow.
slowly murder Steve.
And well, there's one really obscure one, which is why I wanted to mention it to you, because this is, even Mouty won't know this, I'm sure of it. A band called UK. Have you heard of them?
who was it called?
UK.
No. I looked at some of the bands though we talked about the other day, like Spirit Destiny. I was not impressed.
I hadn't quite finished.
Oh, go ahead.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're not finished.
I get two fucking words out. And
Don't have a coronary.
Jesus. Anyway, fuck yeah. Do you know the band Asia?
The band Asia? Yeah, of course I know Asia.
Okay. Well, a couple of the members that formed Asia were in a band called UK before them, which was like a super group. So
Okay.
it's a really obscure progressive rock band.
Okay.
Check it out. If you haven't heard of them.
Okay. Yeah, I love Asia. I mean, they're definitely progressive rock.
Yeah. Okay. These guys were like Asia, but the Asia UK had like a really fucking great drummer. I can't remember his name offhand. And wasn't the Gad? It was the other one. Alan Holdsworth was the guitar player. The thing was, is at the time, the keyboards had just become digital keyboard synthesizer. The company that produced that paid for this album to be made, and they just got in the 4 best musicians in the world at the time, basically, for doing prog rock. And yeah, they just did one album, and
Yeah,
it's
that's be a
just
fun hangout.
fucking-
I have to look into them. UK, okay. But like I said, every time the other groups people listed for me, I wasn't impressed by it all. I thought Spirit Destiny sucked. I'm like, this is crap. I'm sorry.
I hate that electric keyboard sound. When they got better, when later on,
Well,
it
yeah,
got
this was-
better. But in the beginning,
this
it
was the first
sounded like,
digital one.
oh
This was the
god, I
first
don't understand why that was so popular.
Well, I mean, some of them are better than others. I mean, look at the keyboard into Deep Purple. I mean, that was heavy, and just it was.
It made sense. I don't know if it doesn't make sense for me to say that, but it made sense for the type of music they were playing. Other bands, I can't remember off the top of my head, so forgive me. Some of them were just like, oh, look at this nifty thing. Oh, this one group did really well with it. Let's just inject it into our song. And I just wanted to stab my ears out.
Yeah, yeah, that's what happened to rock music, by the way, right?
Yeah,
Pop music suddenly did fucking rock guitar into everything.
Oh my god.
Fucking Michael
I hated
Yeah,
that.
but Simon, wasn't there also a period where everyone was sound chasing?
How do you mean?
Wasn't there a period where people were also sound chasing?
What does that mean?
You got to have this particular amp, this particular pedal, this kind of guitar tuned a
This
certain
was
way,
when-
just to get a certain sound out of it. But if you change one of the elements, the sound changes.
Yeah, maybe.
So
I mean,
having
everyone
that
had
special
Marshalls.
keyboard,
That was it.
Yeah, but you can't just have any amp. It had to be a particular make and model of amp, and then the type of
Marshall.
resist. But then it had to also not just be a particular make and model, but the ones built earlier in the year had a different resistor than the ones built later in the year, and that resistor changed the sound.
Yeah, not really. That I remember. I mean, I remember seeing
So that whole idea then of having that new keyboard was something that would probably play in all that kind of stuff too. So everyone was just experimenting with crap.
Yeah, I mean, there was like, what's his name? Howard Jones came out. No, the other guy, Paul Newman. No, not Paul Newman. Paul someone or another. Our Friend Electric, I think was the song. This just had all it was keyboards, just keyboards and synth drums or something like that.
Yeah, it's
And
like when the synthetic
after
drum
that-
machines came out.
After that, everybody wanted to put a keyboard into the song, and then bands like fucking Europe came out and shit, you know. which was just what I heard from Hannah was like some of these keyboards just don't go with the music. And when I listen to Europe, I go, yeah, that's one example.
Europe? Oh, come on, Final Countdown.
It's the final
Right.
No, that one went. That one.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
Yeah, I wasn't so keen on that one myself.
Well, that's because you have terrible taste. So who fucking asked you? No, I'm kidding.
Really?
We're ready.
Really?
Yeah, what do you know about music? You're English.
You're kind of right. Yeah, well, I did go to I see a band, and Iron Maiden was supporting, and I did walk out of the Iron Maiden to come back and see the main band.
Yeah,
So,
you walked out of Iron Maiden. Are you high?
They were shit when they started. I'm telling you. But anyway.
Well, was that pre Bruce Dickinson or after?
I think it was first album. I mean, they were a support band.
Okay, that wasn't Bruce Dickinson.
That
was
to be perfectly honest.
That's gonna be. No, that was Paul Diano.
Okay.
Why is your opacity this fucking low, piece of shit?
So yeah, I'm kind of a different generation, I suppose, in that respect.
I'm awkward. I like listening to World War II music, World War II era music.
Oh wow, like 40s.
Yeah, anything between then and now, it's like, the fuck are you talking about?
See, I didn't watch. Okay, the first album by Iron Maiden was okay, but it wasn't until after they started making things like Number of the Beast and Peace of Mind I was like, holy shit, these guys are fucking amazing. Matter of fact, Peace of Mind is like one of my all-time favorite albums of all time. So, but yeah, I agree with you. If this was prior to Bruce Dickinson, I wasn't a big fan of Iron Maiden either. I mean, the first album's okay, but it's just nothing like the real. If you haven't listened to Peace of Mind, you haven't heard Iron Maiden.
Okay.
I wanted to ask, fucking, does anybody listen to modern indie music? Does anybody listen to that shit?
To what?
What?
Modern indie music?
No, I know Modern English. I've seen them before. Actually, they played at a bar that I used to hang out with all the time.
Holy shit, that's gotten awkward recently, listening to stuff like that.
Modern indie.
Indie music, right? Like today's indie music. If you listen to like a Spotify playlist or YouTube playlist of indie music, it literally just bleeds into one another. They all practically sound the same.
Oh, I know. Okay, yeah. No, I was thinking of Indian music for some reason. I don't know why. Because there's a stylistic formula that they use now, and so literally it's the same chords, same beat. It's everything's the same. I mean, you could actually take some chord progressions, and there's a video out there that does this. It's basically a simple 4-chord progression, and you can play like 50 songs out of it. It's that formulated.
Yeah,
but I mean, it works for some band. AC/DC was the kings of GDC, right? I mean, and I don't mean Great Debate Community. I mean literally the chords G, D, and C. But
they're a little more sophisticated, but yeah, you're right.
Oh, come on. Every one of their songs was some formulation of G, D, and C. I can play almost every AC/DC song lick just by using those chords pretty much.
Well, yeah, but you know, there's certain positions you have to play those songs in order to get the same sound. It's about damping the thirds. Which thirds are you damping? And that gives the sound. But yeah,
I get that. And some of them required tuning down too on the high E, but
yeah, I'm a huge
Hannah, what are you doing?
Playing Indian music. But Metallica's the same way. Most Metallica's played similarly. A lot of their songs are similar.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know really their stuff so much. I'm not a big fan.
Okay, that's all.
You know, Sabbath, I'll go to tears on. I mean, I saw Rainbow and Sabbath in the day, and fuck me, great sounds. That what was the drummer? Cozy Powell. Fucking hell. Right, any band with Cozy Powell is amazing.
Wait, Cozy Powell, didn't he? Wait, I thought he played for. Oh my god, I know that name.
Yeah, of course, Rainbow. Yeah.
Yeah, Rainbow. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I know you know.
I know you know, but I know.
I know you know that I know what you know is what you know.
I know you know.
Yeah. Loved Rainbow, man.
And that drummer started it all off. That started rock moving forward and getting into the double bass drums. and that. So yeah, respect for Cozy.
Yeah, Cozy been around a while. I mean, he was also in Thin Lizard too. Thin Lizzy. Was it? No, wait, no, not Thin Lizzy. No. He was in. Fuck, I'm trying to remember. I don't have to look this up. Fuck.
He was in several bands. I mean, he went.
Yeah, I know he's in a lot of
went
bands.
kind of.
I know he's in Black Sabbath.
Mainly
I know he was in Rainbow.
Mainly Michael Shankman was his first band after that.
Shit, I'm gonna have to look this up.
And then he played with Glenn Hughes a bit.
Oh, I loved Glenn Hughes. Right, Glenn Hughes was definitely in Black Sabbath and Deep Purple. Was he in Deep Purple? He was in Deep Purple too, right?
Yeah.
He was in Whitesnake. That was the other band I was thinking of.
And Whitesnake.
Yeah. Cozy Powell was in Whitesnake.
Do you know?
Cozy was in Whitesnake with David Coverdale.
I had one of what? Yeah.
I met
He came down.
I met the lead singer to Great White when I was at working at Circus City. He came in, and
cool.
One of the girls was all fawning over him, and his name's what the hell is his name?
We're gonna start fawning over all the
Jack
people
Russell.
we've met.
Yeah, Jack Russell, and I was like, why don't you just go over and talk to him? She's like, oh no, I can't. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I was actually gonna do something over there anyways. So I went over there and I'm like, hey, that chick wants to meet you, kind of thing. And he's like, oh, just send her over. Yeah, he was real cool.
Oh, that chick is my wife. Oh shit.
Oh, he was with his girlfriend at the time. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's good shit. I met Lemmy walking down the street when I was 13. That was a bit of an experience.
Oh shit.
You what?
Fucking doing stupid shit as usual. Yeah, nothing too odd here. Whoop.
Yeah, Wildheart points out Kiss usually use 3 chords too. Yeah, a lot of these groups were 3 chord.
Kiss are 4 chords as well. They use a minor.
They dropped a minor in there.
Yeah, they do for the bridge. Of course they did. Or middle leg or whatever. But yeah, the main riffs are 3 chords because that's where rock's in, man. 1-4-5. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to brush up on my prog rock a little bit before I have this discussion with Mowdy, but it'll be still fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's all good.
But it's so weird that back then, I mean, it was like one big community, right? A lot of the people played for a lot of different groups, right? But there wasn't. It was a select group of very elite artists. I mean, these were the best of the best of the best.
Yeah, for sure. Led Zeppelin.
I'm sure Robert Plant, John Bonham. I mean, come on. Do you think John Bonham couldn't play for any band he wanted? I mean,
and now what do they do?
But I couldn't play with anybody. But
John Bonham's dead. Robert
No. They pick something. They pick something that looks good. They get a studio musician to play the songs on the record, and they auto tune your singing.
Robert Plant's
it's not so like that. I mean, one of the things that is good about CDs and digital music, MP3s and what have you, is that back to performing live to make their living. So I think that's quite a positive step, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in the next 15 years or whatever, I think there will a whole new set of musicians will come through, which just blow our generation away. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully. Seeing it, with people are playing loads of slap guitar now as well, and loads of tapping. People are playing the stick and 10-string guitars and shit.
They get very creative, especially on the tapping and things like that. I mean, it's very talented.
Yeah. I wish I could do that. I can play virtually anything, but I can't do that. I can do the Van Halen stuff, but I can't do the multiple tapping stuff with hitting the guitar every which way.
Simon, I think I'll find you something I found once. This was pirate metal.
All right. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, they had a lady in the band who had a hurdy-gurdy. And and it was hilarious because a hurdy-gurdy is not a very loud instrument to begin with. Like it's loud when it's on when you got some idiot at a Ren fair sitting on a street corner. But when you put it on stage in a band with amps, it's not loud. Okay. It's hilarious because you know she's playing it because she's turning the crank, but you can't hear the damn thing because the idiot with the guitar is blowing everything else out of the way.
A true guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, stick the link in the side for us.
I'll have to go look for it. It's hilarious shit.
Do the funny thing. I think when I was about 18 or 19 or something, I had a band with the trumpet in. We didn't have a singer. Player in instead. It's quite like nauseating, really.
Yeah, it's like the wrong instrument to have.
Yeah, but we were kind of playing like neoclassical rock stuff. So we're doing like Deep Purple and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It sounded, really dreadful, obviously. But,
I'm trying to find.
We went on to do Miles Davis and stuff. Then.
Yeah. I'm trying to find something here that's not all clipped up with movie clips of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people make a music video of the band, right? I'm trying to find the actual band's type stuff.
Right. Anyone remember a band called Yellowfish? Have I got that wrong?
No, I remember a singer called Fish, but he sang from a group called Marillion.
Oh yeah, I saw them as well. They're pretty good.
Marillion was awesome. Like, kidding me? I love Marillion. One of the most underrated groups of all fucking time. You ask 100 people, 3 people probably know who the fuck Marillion was.
I mean, they were pretty big over here.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about America. Yeah, obviously. But I mean, remember the song Kaylee?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
God, that song was I mean, that song was just amazing. But I'm telling you, you know it over there in Britain, but you come over here to America, I guarantee it, nobody in the Great Debate community might have ever heard that song Kaylee before. Very few.
Yeah.
Very few. I mean, not nobody, but very, very few.
Also, it's also the worst song on the album as well.
That's my favorite song by them.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Steve.
That's my favorite fucking song by them. I mean, I had a lot of their albums. I had Thieving Magpie. I had a lot of Marine albums, or tapes. Right. But no, I love Kayla. I think that was like that definitely was my all-time favorite song by them.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun. Kaylee.
Please, Steve.
I can't sing. But gotta love that song.
I certainly wouldn't sing that high.
Yeah, no, he got way the fuck up there, didn't he? The only people I know that had a higher vocal range than Fish, for kind of genre, was the lead singer for a group called Zebra. Do you remember that group?
I don't know. Zebra. I don't know.
Yeah, the Zebra was a 3-man band, much like Rush. They were from America rather than Canada, and the lead singer's name was Randy Jackson, and he was like Geddy Lee on helium.
Yeah, there you go, Simon. They've even got they've even got a cellist in this band too. I forgot the cellist.
Class. That adds a bit of class.
And but the hurdy-gurdy and the cello are both played by women, and you listen to the song, you can't hear either of them because of the guitar and the drums.
This is class.
But they're pirate metal, so they got something different in their band.
Yeah, man.
It's like, why have the instrument if you can't hear it?
Well, one of the things about using Marshalls, right, is that they have a minimum volume. As a guitarist, they just don't really work unless you turn them up loud enough to get them to work.
No, I understand that, but the point is, you've got instruments in the band you cannot hear because of the other instruments in the band to simply overpower everything they do.
I know, man. Fuck it.
And those instruments are there because it's your stick, it's your style, it's whatever you're trying to put on. And you can't hear them.
I know. I had a bass player.
Put a harpsichord in a metal band for a fucking good reason.
Yeah.
I actually like that song. That's actually a pretty cool fucking song, dude.
I know, but you can't hear the hurdy-gurdy.
No,
or the cello.
you don't hear that.
She's
all.
up there cranking the thing, but you don't
She's
hear
hot,
it.
though. I think they only put her in there because she's hot. You don't have to like listen to what she's playing.
Yeah.
The hurdy-gurdy.
Well,
But do you want? Have you heard of a group called Nightwish?
No.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this song, Pseudo? By a group called Nightwish. The lead singer is named Tarja. She's a 4-octave range mezzo soprano singer. One of the best all-time vocalists. I mean, in operatic music, she actually does professional opera, but she actually sings for this heavy metal band called Nightwish, or she did. But awesome song, just fucking amazing song. Does she not have a beautiful voice? Got awfully quiet.
Yeah, it's a great sound.
Yeah, isn't that? I mean, her voice is so goddamn melodic. If anybody's listening, I don't know anybody with 6 viewers, 8 viewers, or whatever. Go find a song called Nightwish. If I had an angel, it's fucking amazing. That's the kind of music I really think is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it's familiar to me in terms of sounds like what's that other band? Evanescence or something.
Yeah, she's very, very. Sounds a lot like the singer for Evanescence. Yes.
With the double bass drum. I mean.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shit, yes.
When you got someone muting those chords with a really great rock sound. Fucking
yeah, I like the double bass backing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Really good.
Oh, there's a lot of good music out there that a lot of people don't know about. That's what surprises me, right? I mean, I tried to branch out and listen to groups that are not mainstream, because that's Hannah pointed out. Mainstream music, I'm sorry, is this formulated tripe. It's crap. I mean, there's a very few songs post 2000 I'll even bother to listen to, but the older stuff, the more types of music that took talent to play, that's the stuff that I like. That had something to listen to, like that song I just showed you. That song is catchy. I mean, it'll haunt you. It's that good.
Yeah.
Or do you remember groups like Savatage?
Name rings a bell.
They were the precursors to Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
It's probably after my time as well.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah, that doesn't ring a bell either. Oh. I mean, but there again, I literally grew up down the road from Hammersmith Odeon.
Remember that's the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They're most famous for their Christmas music, believe it or not. But it's really heavy Christmas music, like Christmas in Sarajevo.
Right, after my time.
I'm sure you've heard it. You want me to find Christmas in Sarajevo?
I'll just tell you when my time ends, then, shall I? Okay. Let me think what happened. Oh, right.
Go look up Christmas in Sarajevo.
Judas Priest. This is what put me off rock music. Judas Priest had a hit. The Scorpions just wouldn't be fucking off the fucking telly. And, and there was some other band that came along. Sammy Hagar joined Van Halen or something.
Yeah, that's when Van Halen took a dip.
Yeah, and I mean, I loved the first album eventually, that he did. But yeah,
no, I like Sammy Hagar. Don't get me wrong, but it just was Van Halen didn't feel the same. I don't think he really meshed with them.
Yeah, I mean, they're great albums and stuff. So because they've got a lot of cheeky stuff on, which Sammy's good for. And I liked Sammy beforehand. I actually saw him in Loud and Clear tour.
You should go listen to some Savatage. I think you would like it.
Yeah, I mean, the name rings a bell, actually.
You want me to give you their old stuff? The old stuff is much heavier.
Yeah, give me the old stuff, yeah.
Okay. It's 1 sec.
I guess I should find a UK thing for you as well. Since I mentioned it. Searched it before. That's how much I love it. Oh man, there's the full album. Jesus, you lucky person.
I'll look at it in a second. Hang on 1 sec.
It's prog rock though. It's not heavy metal. It's prog rock.
Trying to find a video of this. It's not playing very loud. I don't know why.
Got to find out who the drummer is now as well, because the drummer is awesome.
Why is this not playing very loud? Is this my end or the music? Here, tell me if this song is loud to you or is this my end.
Here it is.
But this is the old stuff that they've had, like Hollow the Mountain King. It was just epic, man.
It's my favorite tune, actually.
This is their
By
version.
Greek.
Of Greek. Yeah. This is I know I know. This is their version of Greek's Hollow Mountain King. This is what I listened to when I was in boot camp. So what do you think of that?
I can't hear anything actually.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Is it the video? But I don't see how.
Don't know. I'll have a listen to it on mine.
See if we find a different version.
On mine. Just get into it.
Here you go. Here's a different version of it. There you go. I can hear it. Play in the background. And then if you go to the mid part, that's when they actually have the Hollow of the Mountain King.
What year is this?
This had to be circa 87, because like I said, I listened to it in boot camp, and I went to boot camp in 1987, so it had to be somewhere around that ballpark. This is the one tape that was sent to me as a care package.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Trust me, you'd get into them. They are really, really amazing.
Yeah, let me find a solo. Just find out how good.
Yeah, go to about 20 minutes in. There's a Hall of the Mountain King.
I'm getting there.
And there's a. And ever heard of Rising Force?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Rising Force is brilliant.
Yeah, you kind of you said something anyway, the man. Yeah, and they're okay. No angry mom scenes.
Simon, go check out the last link I dropped in there.
You don't. Oh yeah, let me drop the link in first before I copy and paste.
Okay.
It's prog rock. It's not heavy metal at all.
Yeah. Now I want you to watch the video. You can just mute the music. You don't have to listen to them play. But
okay.
tell me what's wrong with the band.
Okay. I'm just skipping through the video now.
just you gotta watch. Just tell me what's wrong with the band.
I don't know. It's all in slow motion.
I'll give you a hint.
Come on.
Look at the comment section below. The first comment down below.
I just listened to a bit of the music. So they're playing Swedish songs, are they?
Yeah, they're like Nordic Viking metal rock.
Yeah, no.
The problem with the band is look at the drummer.
Hang on a second. Yeah, that's. I think that's
right. Everybody's got a cloak on with a pin. They've got their fur. They've got their messed up hair. You know, and then the guy in the back, he's wearing like Dockers and he's like the accountant. Like what? It's like the drummer died, and someone's dad said, "Well, I played the drums in college," and came up and played. Everybody's got their get up on, and he's just playing because he needed a drummer today, right? He can drum. In the comments section, they refer to him as Bob from accounting.
Hey, dude, I really like that. I really like that song by Stormseeker. That's actually really fucking good.
Oh, it's not the song is the problem. It's the fact you just can't hear the other two.
No, I know, but it's still it's a
Yeah.
really good song though.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, I've never heard of them before, and I know a lot of these types of bands, and I'm just surprised.
Yeah.
I like when somebody shows me something I haven't seen before. It's cool, you know.
Yeah. Well,
they're very talented.
I'll usually find stuff like that because I go looking for something like the hurdy-gurdy, and then you'll just YouTube and Google will just start recommending crap in the sidebar, and eventually you find stuff like that.
How did they know that band even had a hurdy-gurdy in it?
Because the lady in there has her own YouTube channel where she puts her own music up and talks about the hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, it follows through.
Okay. You like a group called Apocalyptica?
I've listened to them, yeah.
Okay.
Right, I've just finally found out who the drummer is that I was referring to, and it's Bill Bruford in the UK. People will go out, check it out. Bill Bruford is
I bet you my
all-time drummers.
Is that good?
One of the all-time best drummers.
I have an ex-girlfriend that actually plays like, I don't know, shit, like 30 fucking stringed instruments. I bet she plays the hurdy-gurdy. She plays the dulcimer. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, but the hurdy-gurdy is kind of a weird instrument to play.
Yeah, but she plays everything. She's like classically trained like a motherfucker.
No, because it's unlike if it's an instrument that uses a bow, what you do there will be maybe similar to everything else. If you're plucking an instrument like a guitar or a lute, that will transfer over, but a hurdy-gurdy is how fast you turn the wheel, how you set up the bellows, things like that. It's related but not related.
I have to ask her if she can play it. You want to see her play the dulcimer? She's really good.
Nice. I love the dulcimer. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, she's playing. This was her playing the Santa Maria Loe, I think I pronounced it. This was my girlfriend in high school. Well, this is long after high school. This is like only like 7 years ago, but she's very talented. I still talk to her. She plays for a lot of Renaissance bands. Like I said, she plays almost every stringed instrument imaginable.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that melodic as fuck?
Can't hear it.
Oh, Simon's was listening to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my God, her mom hated me when we were dating, and we did it off and on for like several years. Like even after I got in the Navy, I mean, I would go back and she'd be the one I'd hook up with. Like I said, we're still friends to this day. It's pretty cool, right?
Okay, I'm looking up the band with the funny-looking drummer, and everybody in the band has that like Nordic-sounding name, and then the drummer's name is like
Mike.
It's like Henry Pearson.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dude, you can't try harder here.
Jade's asking what group is this. I don't know what song she was hearing. I don't have a spanner. If Wolf would have given me a spanner, I could have put this in the live chat, but he didn't give me a fucking spanner.
Oh, 1 second here. Put the link in this. Which link am I looking at the sidebar here? The last one you did?
Yeah, that one. That's see what Jade thinks of my ex-girlfriend. She was a flautist actually in high school.
Yeah, it's really good. She's got great timing.
Like I said, she's been classically trained at the best music schools in the world.
Well, if Jade goes and
Right,
checks her
yeah.
Skype, she'll have the link for the video.
Yeah, really good phrasing.
You guys are doing pretty well.
Hey, give me a
Hey,
spanner.
Wolf.
Give me a spanner.
Those are spam.
Unfortunately, we've all converted to Christianity since you've been away, Wolf. Sorry, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How do I
What a
give
time
out
to
span-
leave.
How do I give out spanners?
He don't give out spanners.
Okay.
Charlie Chaplin movie.
Anyway, let's finish up that Antonio video.
Really?
Yeah.
Since you've been
You got some kind of echo
since you've been gone, Wolf, you know what we've been doing?
What?
We were listening to pirate metal. We were spotting the funny drummer in a Viking metal band. And then we've been listening to some lady that Steve knows who plays a hammered dulcimer. And you want to go back to Antonio.
I mean, it's only like 3 more minutes. I mean, like.
All right. Play it.
Right, we got a bit of an echo going on there.
Criticize people when they use unreliable methods to reach outlandish conclusions, especially when they spread this bullshit around to others. The scientific method is objective, no matter how much you deny it. You claim there are assumptions, but these are not assumptions. The medication you take is based on science. The computer you're using is based on science. If you think science is subjective, what?
Well, you know, let's same difference.
No, it isn't. It's different.
All right.
Why do you trust your doctor? Why do you expect your computer to work? Why do you expect that the text message you sent to reach the other person? These are technologies that were invented from science. Let me know the next time a piece of technology is invented by prayer.
Here's the thing. I actually think that's a legitimate question to ask. But you got to understand that asking that question, that actually opens up another can of worms. What I mean by that is the sort of question you just asked goes into particular worldviews. Like, for example, you ask me, why do I trust in things like medicine and technology while my computer works and stuff like that? The reason why I trust in those things is because God has revealed to me as a Christian that he's ordered the world in a certain way. And given his unchanging nature, he has reflected unchanging
Oh my God, why am I hearing precept?
the world. So when we look at the reliability of medicine and technology and things like that, those things are a reflection of his unchanging nature, these unchanging laws of nature.
Okay. All right. We're done. Just more precept shit. So.
I can't.
Gotta close the legs.
They can't be closed anytime. You know, it was almost instantaneous, like jaws snapping.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna deny it. When you said that your legs were closed so tight you could squeeze a watermelon, I'm not gonna lie, I got slightly aroused.
I think I'm
Why
actually
would you tell?
Because you mentioned watermelon.
I don't need to know that though.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing around.
Yeah, better.
We'll make baby.
Oh god.
We'll make a baby.
Who know?
Hey, Anna, want to make a baby?
Maybe baby.
I fucking hate
Want to
you.
make a baby?
I fucking hate you.
You know what's so
That was a
funny is
good
I
movie,
finally
except
watched. Not really, but I mean, I saw that coming the entire time. Not because you guys had mentioned it, but it was so fucking obvious.
Maybe baby.
Yeah, but that was just it. It was obvious enough. You didn't have to explicitly say it. Why did you have to say it?
I don't know. It kind of like it was bad. It was bad. I'm sorry.
If the audience is too dumb to figure what they were going to do that night, then I think they wouldn't have gotten the rest of it. Like, there's no point in making it that explicit.
Want to make a baby?
God damn it.
It finally makes sense though. After I watched it, I was like, I totally get it. Actually, like before even it ended, I was like, yeah, I totally see what this is going. Obviously, but
why God revealed to me? God didn't reveal shit. He didn't talk to you. He didn't. This is what bothers me when it comes to DD. Like, he's just at least teach them the criticisms and ways to respond to it, not just fall fucking face first into them. He does the biggest disservice to people who follow precept, his kind of precept, by doing that. Because then they just look like jackasses when they make the same mistake over and over again. And I like Antonio too. That's the part that really bothers me. That's what gets me most mad. Because he didn't act like this before. He really didn't.
Well, I mean, all of them get entrapped in this, this cult of the Clown Car Posse, which it is a cult, and they all seem to rub off at each other, and they all picked up each other's collective bad habits every fucking time. Do you notice that? And precept is just a horribly bad habit.
But I don't know what needs to happen. Like you would think if you have enough hangouts about the various different issues with precept, that eventually they'll be like, yeah, this doesn't, I guess we were wrong about, this isn't a good apologetic, right? It's not even apologetic, but this isn't a good argument, right? But they they don't. What more? What do you want? I don't know. It's just incredibly frustrating to listen to, honestly. It kills any prospects of the GDC actually becoming interesting again.
Yeah, I posted Misty's Dulcimer in the Great Debate community, so I would like to actually see it. I am biased, obviously, because she's my ex, but she's in a good way, because she was a good ex-girlfriend. But
should I just invite them to a hangout and we actually discuss the precept exclusively, or?
Oh no, please don't.
Nah.
Well, there's gotta be a solution that I'm just too frustrated to see right now. Honestly, that's what I think it is. There's gotta be some sort of solution that I'm not seeing.
To precept, you just laugh at him.
No. Precept itself is not the problem. It's them not understanding. Holy shit, that train is loud. Anyway.
Whose train is that?
That's I live next to a rail station. Holy shit. But it's them just not understanding what the criticism is. Like, they don't know what the precept argument is in the first place, so any criticism you level against them is just it makes no sense, right? Or at least in their eyes. Because they don't really know what they're saying. It's just so sad.
They really don't. I mean, they just are parroting, like Didi obviously parrots Bonson, but they're just parroting what they think is a good argument when they don't even realize it's not even an argument.
He doesn't even parrot Bonson anymore. He just goes off of his own script. And the thing is that Bonson has admitted much more than he has. He says he doesn't make assumptions at all when it comes to his worldview. He doesn't make any assumptions at all. But Bonson even argued, like, well, at some point I'm going to have to assume, right, my ultimate authority giver, right? My ultimate authority. He admits that. But DD just goes, no, that's not the case at all. I mean, you could... What? Like, it's just frustrating.
That's his bag, though.
This is why League of Legends makes me happy. I can just kill things, and that's it. That's all I have to worry about. Try to keep Wolf's Hangout lively, guys.
Yeah, I'm fading out.
Yeah, I'm falling asleep.
Sorry, Wolf.
We're not quite as entertaining as we think we are.
Yeah, exactly. I think that all that dumb fuckery from Antonio just kind of wore me out.
It's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
Yeah. All the dumb fuckery is. And
Plus
Steve,
all
I found a new kind of dumb fuckery getting into the Great Debate.
What?
It's the self-promotion dumb fuckery.
Self-promotion dumb fuckery?
Yeah.
What's that?
People who are joining just to throw their crap around to get you to come watch their crap.
Where's that going on at?
I'll tell you when we're off air. just in case they're watching.
Well, actually, I'm gonna head over to this other hangout real quick just to drop in.
Okay.
Who's
And then
hangout?
I'm going to.
Who's hangout? Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Do you have to know everything? Do you have to know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course I do.
I don't know who's hangout is.
Hannah's gonna e-stalk you.
I think it could be JJ. No, I don't know who this is. It's got JJ in it. You know, African Goddess. It's got Kush.
Good Kush and alcohol.
Yeah, let's see here. Low Saint Chili. No, that's not him. Yeah, it is. Who else is in here?
I don't know who these people are.
I can add you to that. It's usually it's about. I think it's Onk's 2K's hangout. He usually has these. I can add you to it if you want. I mean, if Wolf is ending his.
Yeah, do what you want.
I'll just go check it out, and if it's interesting, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be crashing here soon, anyway. So, thank you, Wolf. You're amazing.
Get the fuck out.
And I'm not going to let people like snipe you out of hangouts, brother. Okay. You don't see. He's not even giving a shit about his own hangout. Yeah, just snipe.
He's not even here. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Just snipe him. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
I
Peace
will.
out.
I will. Bye. Oh boy.
By the way, Hannah, you have a lot of things like pasta all over your Pinterest.
Yes, I like pasta. How do you know? How do you have access to my Pinterest? Oh, wait, how did you have access to my Pinterest? What? It's fucking dawned on me. I'm like, I don't think I gave you that. I don't think I showed you that.
Yeah, it's amazing what Google will find.
Oh my god. You just Googled me and you found my Pinterest.
I found a lot more than your Pinterest.
What the hell else did you find? I don't even know how much I have.
Google yourself. Find out.
I don't want to. Do I want to though? Fuck.
I won't tell people how I did it.
You just said you Googled me. Like,
Yeah, but I won't tell them how. Like, what did I Google? Like saying just go Google it. Like you got to know what to Google and where to look once you get there.
I just assume you do what everybody else does and goes sexy blue wolf avatar. Like, duh. What else do you type into
No,
Google?
no. That's not what you look for.
So says you.
Then you wind up with a whole bunch of depressing Phantom Lion crap.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, this is quite disturbing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Alright, let's... Now I'm curious. Let's see. That's not mine. Half of the stuff that's showing... Yeah, half of the stuff is... I don't do these things. I don't even know what this... I don't know what the fuck that is.
What are you looking at? Which one are you looking at?
The few profiles on the bottom. That's not me. Or these websites I don't heard of. Tasty Kid, whatever shit like that.
Oh, Tasty Kid?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's not me.
Well, click it and tell me, is that you?
Well, I'm fucking in the middle of the game. Okay, just give me.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, you're Googling yourself. No, I'm in a game. I can't. You were Googling yourself like a minute ago.
How the hell? Yeah, no, I mean that. Oh, never mind. But like, I don't. I've never been on this site before. How is that possible?
I don't know.
This is the strangest. I've never been on this site.
Wait. I know. You see down below where you have the little Facebook link?
Are you serious?
All of
That's
this
annoying.
Site, Facebook doc drops you to the site.
That's so annoying. Wow,
and
that's inappropriate.
Then there's a link down below it.
Let me check
well, that's a video resharing type site. Probably via YouTube.
Yeah, I mean that's just my YouTube. That's fine. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is so weird. I gotta get rid of some of this shit. Some of this is I really don't want up there.
Yeah.
Like Pinterest is whatever. I mean, this is,
Yeah.
Who cares? Who gives a shit? But this other stuff is weird.
And
This
then
other
the
stuff I've never
second-
even logged into. I'm not even on Fervor. I'm not even on Fervor. Hell no, I don't sell any goddamn. What?
What's Fervor?
It's like it's for people that are selling their services, like graphic design or some other shit. It says I have a profile. I'm like, no, I don't, because I don't use the site. It's bullshit. It's like $5. Someone's gonna make you an avatar and then ask you for 20, 50, 60 more dollars to do extra shit that is actually quite basic. Basically, every service on the site is like $5 unless they say otherwise. They just want to get people in.
Yeah.
Oh, this is some weird shit.
Wait, you mean you joined this site to do graphic design?
No, I didn't join the site.
No. I mean the way it works.
Right, you joined the site to sell your services, right? Whatever that may be. Yeah.
Oh, and then everyone advertised $5 for everything they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but that's only for icons, and anything after that, the price goes up. So basically, they're just.
Yeah, they're just shitting people. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Star Wars Galaxy's marketplace.
Really, it's a
bag of dirt sells for 30,000 Imperial credits.
Bag o' dirt.
Well, whatever it is, basic resources, right? And the maximum you can charge for something in the auction house was 30,000 credits. It's like, really?
That was excellent deduction there. That was fucking brilliant.
So every item that was sold was for 30,000 credits, no matter what it was. Assuming someone will come along and buy it. But I played the system. I sold my bags of dirt for 5,000 credits. People thought I was scamming them and wouldn't buy it.
Fucking amazing, bro.
Fucking dumb people.
Oh my god. Some of the shit I gotta get rid of. I don't know why. That's not. First of all, even if I did make an account, it's kind of awkward that it's that easily accessible.
Yeah.
That's just. I mean, that's not even my real. That's not even my real info, right? And then it's just. But it's still there. It's super. That's super awkward. Jesus. Yeah, it's just super weird. I don't like any of this up there. What the fuck? Okay, so I gotta figure out what the fuck all this is about.
See, that's why you make a fake Facebook page to use like that, and then
I
keep
can't
the real
because
one.
my family is on it and stuff like that.
No, you keep your family on the real one and use a fake one for crap like that.
Yeah, I mean the sheep. This is stuff I did for some local people in my community, and they started tagging me in it, and apparently the tag leads to me. It's so weird. See, these are shit photos. These are not those shit photos are definitely not me. These amazing photos are mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you can tell the difference because I don't draw shit photos. I don't take shit photos. Oh, God. This is whatever. I gotta figure that shit out later, I guess. I mean, if I'll just figure out how these accounts are getting up there, just deactivate them.
Yeah.
I gotta give that option, right? I mean, I don't see why not.
It's probably just all linked sites. When you log into something, it generates.
I
And
know.
you've done something, it creates a profile.
That's so frustrating. It's hard to control. You lose control over it after a while.
Well, you can search for like a YouTube video on Google, and you will find it on so many non-YouTube sites that those sites are basically just replaying the videos from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But there's profiles for you on those sites because all your videos get transferred over.
Mm. That's interesting business
And
model.
I have found videos that people have deleted on YouTube on those other sites.
That's handy. In that case, it's handy, but.
Oh yeah, but I had to dig and dig and dig. It took me weeks, and I found it. I was just lucky I had nothing better to do.
See, this is like diving into my psyche. What kind of shit does sound like?
Oh yeah, that's it. You always Google yourself.
Oh fuck no, not doing this again. This is.
Some people always say, "Never Google yourself." No, do it. Always do it.
You never know what's funny.
See what you can find.
I love how these kids on my team are raging about my build. Meanwhile, it's like, you being a dumb fuck is not my problem. Nice to. Oh, this kid's a fucking idiot. Bye. Bye. Bye, bitch. Bye. Oh my god. Yeah, this team is terrible. Everybody was losing their lanes and they blamed me. It's like, really? This is so funny. Oh my god. This team is fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. I don't want to Google myself anymore. This is depressing. Somebody, I'm gonna eject Wolf.
You gonna snipe him?
Yeah, I'm gonna snipe him. Hold on.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
I want to do it. I want to do it. Where the fuck is he? Wait, Wolf King. Snipe. Remove.
Well, he did say he'd be right back.
Too bad he's been sniped.
Here, I'm gonna hide him from broadcast.
I already sniped him.
Oh, he's gone? He's still here.
Yeah. How is he still here? I removed him.
You know,
give it a second to check.
There you go. Gone now. Are you trying to get us a copyright strike here, Simon?
It doesn't matter if you're playing it.
Oh, it doesn't matter?
If you're playing it on the guitar, then it's fine. If you're playing the actual song from like the YouTube link or something, then it.
Oh, I've heard people got nailed for having people play music on a guitar.
Well, the thing is, it's probably similar enough. I got caught by the algorithm.
I've done it quite a lot in Nadia's year or something, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
I think I know what it was. Either they were that good of a guitar player, or the algorithm is that shitty of an algorithm.
This isn't too much of an exact science, though, to be fair.
Yeah, you know. I'll stop playing until we go. Anyway, yeah. Been a good hangout, really.
Yeah.
We've watched Antonio make an idiot of himself. Hilarious apologised to Steve, which is very good of him.
No reason to apologize to Steve. You need to apologize to everybody.
The next time somebody asks that question of what's 2 + 2, and everyone in the room starts agreeing it's 4, you've got to lay down the proof as to why it equals 5.
Well, there are limitations. I mean, in the largest extremes, it's 5, right?
Yeah.
So if you round it up or down, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, you start doing that just to fuck with it, because everyone go 4, 4, 4, and you're like, well, actually, no, it's 5. You just start proving why it's all 5. Fuck with them, because you know what they're trying to prove, and then you just fuck with it all.
I disagree with that a little bit. About was I mean, the way I see it is that the 2 and 2 is not self-evident. That's provable. It's the axioms themselves that are self-evident.
Yeah.
So.
And for those of you who are still watching, this is why Simon can't get a job in accounting.
more than likely.
He can like add up like the mass of the universe, but he can't balance his checkbook because Obvious
Yeah.
reasons.
Yeah, no. So it's not that 2 and 2 is 4 under the axioms. So I don't think that's self-evident. That's the proof. The axioms of mathematics are the things which are self-evident themselves. So and that's what I mean. They don't understand what self-evident is, right? Because they say things. Well, they say things like 2 and 2 is 4, therefore God, right? Well, they don't realize that that's 2 and 2 is 4 is based upon axioms.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So what's the difference? I missed when Steve was going on about with Sherlock Holmes. What is the difference between inductive and deductive?
Oh God, shit! Here we go. Okay, so deductive, as far as I can get it right, and I know.
Yeah.
It's best to look these things up and just get a definition. But deduction is like a form of an argument, and induction is using evidence. No, data. No, data. Or no. You see, I fell into this trap earlier because there's also something called abduction.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm not sure the limits of these two things are. All right. But as far as I can see, you take in induction, what you're doing is taking a set of data and then from that data taking a conclusion. Then goes into abduction, which is the best inference from that data. Right. So an inductive argument is something like, I don't know, there's a bowl of oranges, and in the bowl of oranges there are only oranges, and I support that with the case that here is a bowl and it has 4 oranges in it.